Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Asta ate 3 devil fruits and had haki, part 4. So yeah. Now, I know where I last left it off. What's it called? Also, subscribe to Anime Sentai, kind of what up over to what us, and my second channel is there in the description. But yeah. But of course, this is where, well, I'm not going to do a recap. Nope, it hasn't been a month, so shush. But yeah, let me go into this what if now. We go into Asta rushing towards the direction of where, well, the beast guy is at. Named Vexer or something? Yeah, his name is something like that. Vexer or something like that. That's where Asta is going straight towards him. Of course, this is where, well, Luck and Magna has already lost to this guy, even with their combined attacks. This is where, well, what's it called, when Asta and what's it called, Kito or Kirito or whatever his name is right when they get there. This is where Asta sees, well, Luck and Magna get knocked out. This is where Asta for some reason feels, well, not weak. He just runs at, well, this person with the anti-swords. Right now clashing with the beast dude. This is where Asta is right now really fighting against this dude. This dude is dodging most of the swings and saying, ha 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 ha. You think I'm gonna let you just hit me? You're just pathetic. A bug to me. More than a bug. An insect to me. Without magic, you have nothing. No chance against me. This is where Kirito is right now fighting also along with Asta. But of course, this is where, well, Asta gets smashed into the wall and right now knocked out for a little bit. This is where, well, Noel and even what's it called? Well, what is it called? Koha, Konoha or not Konoha? Koha. This is where she gets there. Of course, she sings and of course managed to. Well, yeah. Also was there mostly getting, well, not grabbed. Mostly was Kirito, and of course this is where, well, Kirito and Konoha are right now just singing and dancing, and right now fighting against this beast like an original cannon. This is where, well, Kirito does get his like leg cut off, and this is where he does get smashed to the wall. And this is where when Koha is trying to sing against the beast dude, she does get her like voice box like knocked the fuck out by the beast dude. And this is where, well, Noel does make a very powerful magic spell, Sea Dragon still, but yeah. This is where, well, that is happening, and of course this is where, well, everyone else is right now fighting as the Eye of the Midnight Sun, of course, like the underlings, but yeah. This is where Yami and the old dude are right now trapped, but yeah. This is where Asta gets up after seeing, well, the beast dude go into having the third eye. This is where the beast decides to send a very powerful attack straight towards, well, Noel, but of course this is where Noel, her, what's it called? I think it was Finra that got there and managed to stop the blast by kind of sending it back towards this person. This is where, well, this person was like, well, he growls. This is where, well, no, it wasn't Finra, it was Asta. This is where Asta blocks it. Of course, he having like some of his arms broken, but yeah. This is where, well, Asta is using the anti-magic sword, but yeah. This is where, well, Asta says, good job, Noel. You can take care of yourself, right? I need you to get Kyoko and the others out of here. Well, Kyoho and even Kito. This is where, well, Noel said, what? Asta, what about you? I got this. I need this. This is where Asta in his head, he felt so weak. He's been just swinging the swords oddly well. Well, not in a, what's it called, like, fighting style, like an actual sword style. This is where, like, an actual swordsmanship. But this is where, well, he needs to stop this dude. Because right now, he can see that this dude is dangerous. This is where Asta rushes at this beast dude and, of course, swinging his sword. But, of course, he almost gets hit by the same attack. This is where, well, what's it called, Vanessa appears right now using her string magic to come. And even Finra does help, but yeah. This is where Finra was like, shit. But yeah. This is where, well, Yami was like, at least it will be fine. This is where, well, they're fighting against this beast dude. Of course, this is where Asta, he does get his arms really hurt when in the battle and all that. Of course, like having the hex magic on him. This is where Asta, he kind of like gets taken out. Of course, this is where, well, Asta is kind of like having, well, not his sword into the beast dude yet, but this is where, well, Vanessa and Finra says, Asta, do you trust us? This is where Asta says nothing. In his mind, is saying this guy's supposed to be strong. He's a wall to me. How can I defeat him? This is where he's not hearing Finra or even Vanessa. This is where, well, all he remembers is, if you want to become strong, become a pirate. Show me what you have, Asta. D. ... This is where Asta really wants to know his last name. Wants to know who his family is. He is just getting angrier and angrier. This is where Asta's 2 swords are right now next to him. Well, to the Enma and the Snake Slayer is right now glowing. One is glowing yellow and the other one's glowing purple. This is where Asta, he's getting so angry that he just puts both of his anti-swords, well, one of his anti-swords down to the ground. And this is where Vanessa and Finra are confused. This is where the Beast Dude, did you finally give up, you insect? You pathetic insect. This is where Noelle is over there saying, Asta, right now, nothing but... This is where Asta opened his eyes. There's nothing but like a yellowish glow to it. Like a reddish glow to it. This is where Asta saying, give up. Give up. Hell, it's the fucking now. This is where Asta grabs both of the swords, pulls them out of the sheath, and this is where he adds armament hawking. He heard from, Mihawk saying, if you want to become stronger, become a pirate. Seeing the blade was made out of somewhat armament hawking that he actually felt a little bit, because it did kind of like have this feeling of armament hawking to the sword. And of course sending like slashes of kind of Conqueror's Wave slashes. As where Asta was mostly thinking in his head and how this actually works. That's where Asta starts adding armament hawking to both swords. Right now the 2 swords decides to become one black and one like a lightish like white. Okay? So of course you want square? Yes, one actually. The other one, no. The other one is kind of like a yellowish, kind of like the Snake Slayer does become white instead of black. So yeah, the other one becomes black. Enma has become black. The sword also is adding so much of his hawking, like armament hawking. Then he adds his Conqueror's hawking into it. This is where Asta's wanting to make them become into a black blade. This is where a wave of Conqueror's hawking was put into the 2 swords, but of course this is where it was launching. Well, the Conqueror's hawking was felt throughout the whole temple, throughout the whole town and all that. This is where Noelle, even Finra and Vanessa were feeling this, and the old man and even Yami was confused. This is where Yami has not seen this. This is where Asta saying, I won't give up. I won't give up. I will be the pirate. I will be the pirate king. This is where Asta saying, I will not give up. This is where Asta just says, because I won't give up. Lightning murder. This is where Asta did add lightning into his 2 swords. Well, not lightning murder. He says, divine slashes and of the underworld. What's called a feather divine slice. This is where he sends both slashes. A very powerful bright yellow slash and the other one being a bright purple slash going straight towards, the Beast Dude. The Beast Dude could not dodge us. This is where he decides to say, Rhino armor. This is where when the slash was getting closer, he thought he can block it. No, the slashes just go through it and just cut him. He gets a, parallel slashes. This is where he gets, he winds his eyes. Since this, 2 slashes had armament hawking and even Conqueror's hawking, it can just nullify everything, just cut through it. You see here, armament hawking is very powerful in this world because it does nullify any magic. So yeah, this is where Asta's getting tired. He almost falls down. This is where he does put both of his blades down, and this is where he realized that he couldn't put his blades into a black, what's called a black blade. So Asta says, damn it, I'm almost out of power. That's where, the Beast Dude says, why, you little brat? That's where, he was like, I'm going to kill you. This is where Asta feels his arms being really hurt. This is where it's because of the hex magic. This is where Asta says, damn it, I'm going to die. This is where Vanessa and Finra say, Asta! They didn't see the power. The power was just emanating from Asta. But not just in the around what's it called, the sea temple can feel it. Some people felt it over the sea. This is where, well, this person says, what was that? Go check it out, you two. This is where, well, this person was looking at something else, and mostly like looking into the sea and looking at, well, the near town they were getting to, mostly the islands of Four Kingdoms. This is where this person was looking at, well, a name, a Pacific name, A-S-T-A, Asta D. This is where, well, the last name will still be unknown for all of you, because you see here, it's going to be somewhat a surprise. But this person looks ahead and saying, I will find you, little brother. This is where, well, the two people jumps into the water. Of course, this is where Asta's right now hurt really bad. Right now, his sensory is kind of going down a little bit. But yeah, this is where, well, Asta was about to pass out, but this is where Asta still didn't give up. He still got on his legs. This is where the beast was getting angry, saying, I'm going to kill you, you little insolent brat. This is where his magic cloak was kind of gone, mostly the mana around him. But yeah, but still he had enough mana. I'm saying, I'm gonna fucking rip you apart. This is where he rushes at Asta with blinding speed. But something said, fish karate? What's it called? Water bullets. This is where 4 water bullets smash into the beast dude, smashing him to the side. This is where, well, 2 people kind of just stood there. One being kind of shorter than the other guy, but of course having, well, blue skin, black hair, kind of like teeth, like a shark a little bit. But of course had like this sun crest on his chest, but had like this kimono and all that. And had what's it called, these wooden sandals. Of course, to the next to him was a taller one, kind of looking like a shark, having his nose really long, like a shark. And of course, this is where, well, he does have his teeth very, well, sharp and all that. Of course, he did have also like blue skin. This is where he also kind of had the sun crest on him. This is where, well, he had a yellow clothing, and of course, where, well, he kind of had a, well, green shorts. Yeah, I'm gonna say green shorts. This is where he kind of wear kind of shoes, somewhat. But yeah, wait. Actually, it wasn't shoes, it was gray sandals, but yeah. This is where, well, he had a sword behind him. The sword was really sharp. This is where, well, when the beast do get back up and say, "Urgh, you insolent humans." This is where when Yami was seeing this, everyone was confused, shocked to their core. Everyone in the, well, sea temple, well, out of the sea temple, was looking at this through the little TV thing, whatever, hologram. This is where, well, Asta was seeing this and was confused. This is where both of their names, well, wasn't really known. They didn't know who the people were. This is where, well, the smaller looking one, well, still white and all that, kind of went up to Asta and starts kind of healing him a little bit, using some of his water, what's it called, water ability to kind of heal him. This is where, well, Asta saying, who are you? This is where, well, the person says, the name's Jinbei. This is where, well, Jinbei says, and that over there is my brother, Arlon. We are here to help you, Asta-san. This is where Asta says, huh? How do you... Wait, are you with Mihawk? This is where Jinbei laughs and says, no, we're not. But I guess you already have met, well, Mihawk. He did talk about you. He did say that you are strong, but you're not powerful yet. So rest, my child. This is where, well, Asta for some reason just passes out. Kind of went down, just going down and just passing out entirely. This is where, well, this beast says, who are you, you two blue humans? This is where Arlong says, I'm not a human. I am a fishman, appearing with blinding speed, having his sword right now cut through the beast dude. The beast dude didn't have his, well, magic right now, being able to kind of go into, well, rhinoceros armor. This is where he did get cut. His arm just get cut off pretty easily. This is where, well, Well, he did have it, but of course it just gets cut in an instant. This is where he winds his eyes. He says, "Why you? Fish!" This is where he tries to kind of cut at Arlong. Arlong dodges pretty easily. This is where Arlong added armament hacking to his sword, so that's why he easily cut through the magic. This is where Arlong was laughing and saying, "Haha, you foolish beast, ma'am, or whatever you are. You truly are stupid if you think your magic will be any stronger than the power of a fishman. You pathetic weakling." It's sort of the beast is saying, "Why you?" Tries to attack Arlong. Arlong dodges. This is where Jinbei kind of appeared behind him. Right now adding armament hawking to his fist and right now colliding his fist with the beast dude's own fist. This is where their clash of power was kind of showing. This is where Jinbei managed to push him away. This is where the beast dude kind of went backwards, saying, "What the? You two insolent humans?" This is where Arlong says, "Stupid beast, we are no humans." This is where Jinbei says, "We are fishmen, and we are a part of our, well, somewhat captain's, well, I wouldn't say I'm somewhat part of it, but mostly Jinbei kind of drive me along, but not the point." This is where Jinbei says, "I am part of, well, my captain's group, and we won't let you hurt him." This is where, well, they both have a glare at, well, this piece. This is where, well, they are confused why they help Asta. They are so confused. Everyone is confused. Mostly the fishmen are having their own goals and why they help Asta. This is where, well, the fishman kind of rushes at the beast. This is where, well, the beast tries to fight with one arm, trying to right now use beast, what's it called, cloud, to try to claw at them. This is where both of them dodge. This is where Arlong was faster, but of course Jinbei was stronger in physical strength. This is where, well, the beast was trying to fight against him, but of course their speed, their strength, they just work as a good team. This is where the beast says, "I won't give up." This is where he decides to kind of try to explode everyone. But this is where, well, Jinbei and Arlong kind of jump away. This is where Jinbei says, "Arlong, do you want to do that special move?" Arlong says, "If we have to, I guess so. Even though I don't really care about the humans." Even if you don't care about the humans, you know that the other one does. You know why, right? This is where Arlong says, "I know." This is where before they even did anything, Yami appears right now with a dark cloak and his sword, saying, "You two fish people. I don't know really who you are, but I don't care. I got this instead. I went past my limits because of all of you." This is where, well, the others actually still joined, managed to get there, but of course Junko and Karumi are right now next to, well, not Junko and Karumi, mostly Junko is right now next to, wait, did I? No, this is the wrong word for that. Not Junko or Karumi. Karumi and Junko are from the Serpent one, but yeah, they're OC. This is where, well, Noel's right now next to Asta. This is where, well, everyone else managed to get there. And of course, this is where, well, they see the power of the fishmen, but this is where they see their captain. And right now their captain says, "Dark cloak slash dimension." This is where he cuts through that guy. And of course the beast dude is cut down in half. This is where Yami was confused about the two fishmen after kind of cutting it down. The two fishmen says, "So, well, our mission is done here. It seems that the threat is gone. Now, we must be leaving." This is where, well, Yami says, "Wait, you two, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about a person named Mihawk." This is where, well, the two of them looks at Yami and didn't say anything. Instead, just walked away. Yami said, "Huh? Did you two just ignore me?" This is where the other black bulls were about to do something. But of course, Jinbei and Arlong says, "We do not have to tell you anything. We are not here to, well, kind of talk to you." So where Asta kind of gets up from, well, someone, Noel. He's kind of still awake. He said, "Wait, why did you help?" This is where Jinbei and Arlong was just walking away. This is where Jinbei kind of looks back and says, "Why did we help? Well, mostly I helped. Arlong didn't want to. But, well, he did, but not at the same time help anyone else. But, who will tell you once you become a pirate? Asta the Well, not Asta D. He just says Asta. This is where, well, he's not careless with his words, unlike Mihawk. This is where, well, Asta says, he falls down. This is where Noel says, Asta, calm down. This is where Finra does actually manage to catch him also. This is where, well, Asta's still really tired. This is where Asta passes out. The Jinbei just walks away. Right now, just going. This is where, well, Yami says, so what? Are you here to kind of encourage one of my, well, underlings to kind of become a pirate? Is that why you two were here? Arlong already jumped away, like from that crater and all that, and kind of, well, the hole and all that, and jumped into the water and swam. So, well, Jinbei says, maybe not. You don't need to know about it. It's really just a choice for him. That's why, well, but in the near time, you probably won't need to care that much. That's where Jinbei also jumps off, and yeah. That's where, well, they are both kind of like cryptic, and of course Yami didn't understand anything from them. That's where he says, damn it. Yami would have chased after them, but of course they jumped really far into the water and just swim out of the barrier. Like if they were really natural born swimmers. Then again, Yami realized that they're kind of shown to look like a shark, but yeah. Or mostly Arlong, and the other one kind of seems to look like some kind of fish. But yeah, it's a where, well, Yami says, so, how's Asta's condition? Pretty bad. It's a where, well, Asta kind of woke up the next day, and of course he has both of his arms right now, not slinking, but yeah, it's not that hurt like original canon. But yeah, he still has a hex curse magic on him. So of course, it's where, well, Asta is kind of seeing Yami, and of course he's just talking to him, laughing at like the original canon. But yeah, this is where Yami wanted to pick up the two swords that Asta kind of had, but when he tries to pick them up, they were like resisting him so fast. This is where the Snake Slayer was resisting. Well, Yami really, well, not that bad, but when he tried to pick up Enma wanted to drain everything from Yami. Yami had to let go of it. But of course, he just realized that Enma doesn't like him. He doesn't even know the source of him that much. And the other one kind of wants to just push him away every time, like send a spike of energy into him. This is where, well, Yami realized that both of them really doesn't like him at all. Neither of the others can pick them up. But of course, Asta, he kind of just like asked for, well, Finra to kind of get the sheath, and of course, like let him get it from his mouth and kind of put it on it. Of course, this is where Finra realized that he can hold the sheath, but can't hold the blade itself. But yeah, this is where, well, I also say put him next to me, but yeah, this is where, well, Finra kind of nodded. Well, not really. Finra doesn't do it. Mostly, Asta kind of uses his own lightning magic to kind of make arms of himself, like kind of these arms. He realized that his lightning is pretty special, and he thought of this when he was actually doing it. This is where he kind of put the swords into his side, but yeah, of course it doesn't feel like his arms, but it's just elements that he managed to control. This is where, well, he kind of just, well, whatever, I'll get used to this for now. This is where, well, Asta and the others managed to get back to the Black Clover, but of course this is where, well, they get there. And of course, this is where they talk to Julius about the what's it called, Magic Zone. Of course, this is where Asta really wants to help what's it called, Kyoho, and even what's it called, Kirito. Of course, this is where they kind of whisper, and of course, one was like saying, "So yeah, my leg is kind of hurt." Asta said that he could help them. That's where Kyoko says, yeah, she can't really speak that much. Of course, she just said that it was fine and not needed. This is where Asta kind of went towards her and kind of decides to put his like face next to her. This is where she was blushing because she was confused. Asta doesn't look that bad, but of course she is blushing while he's close. But this is where Kirito is like wondering what's happening. But this is where Asta's right now using his blue, well, Phoenix magic. Well, not magic. Mostly his like devilfruits to kind of heal her kind of throat. It's where she can speak a little bit better, but it's not that bad. Not that much heal enough. But this is where Asta says, sorry if I can't heal you that much. I'm still low on energy. This is where Kyoko says, no, it's fine. This is where her face was red. Noelle was even more red because she was jealous. This is where Asta says, sorry about that. Oh, Kirito, right. This is where Asta kind of puts his leg up and right now transforming into a phoenix and right now trying to heal Kirito as the best he can. This is where, well, mostly he's trying to stop mostly the bleeding a lot. Mostly kind of covering his like leg that had the hole in it, mostly be cut off and kind of put the skin together, patching it up. This is where Asta says, sorry, I can't do my best, Kirito or Kyoho. This is where Kirito says, nonsense. One day I will have to be the one-leg dancer. But still, thanks, Asta. Yeah. Asta's right now getting tired. This is where Kyoho kind of says, it's fine, Asta. You don't need to use that much of your abilities. Still, it's fine. This is where she doesn't whisper that much. She can actually talk a little bit normal, but can't sing. This is where, well, Asta says, yeah, I hope maybe I can visit later and try to help you. But I'm so low on energy really bad. This is where Asta almost falls back, but this is where Noelle managed to catch him a little bit. Of course, she wasn't strong enough, but this is where Asta still managed to say, well, Asta says, thank you, Noelle. This is where, well, Noelle says, yeah, whatever. This is where Asta smiles and yeah. This is where, well, they get towards, well, leaving and all that. And this is where, well, Noelle managed to make her magic and then leave, but yeah. Of course, this is where they get back to the capital, and of course, this is where Julius gets a magic stone. But of course, they find out that the kind of, I forgot that village name, getting attacked. This is where Asta was saying, damn it. Wait. Yami says, how about you send me there, Julius? This is where, well, Julius was thinking. This is where Asta says, bring me also, Yami. Yami says, it'd be a good idea for bringing him into kind of battle experience, but still, no. This is where Charmy says, I'll go along. This is where, well, what's it called? Yami sighs, but this is where he says, fine. Where's Finra at anyway? This is where Asta says, I can somewhat transfer my lightning. Well, how about this? Hold on all onto me and I can transfer us to, well, Finra. This is where, well, Yami says, got it. This is where, well, they all transfer into lightning and just zap straight towards Finra. Finra was kind of talking to some ladies. Of course, they all appear. This is where Asta was kind of glaring at Finra with these kind of like darkish bluish eyes. And this is where Yami had white eyes, and this is where Charmy had also white eyes. So they were all scary. This is where, well, Finra turns around and sees this. This is where Asta says, no time for fucking flirting. Hurry up and make a portal, you fucking bastard, to this village. This is where, well, Finra says, got it. Yes, This is where Yami says, not fair, I want to fucking punch him in the face. This is where Asta says, I don't have time, I want to fucking see this battle. This is where, well, Yami sighs and says, whatever, let's go. This is where they get in. And of course, this is where Yuno's right now fighting against two of the diamond shining knights. But yeah. This is where, well, Yuno is saying, really, do I have to fight against both of you? This is where one of them is using electricity while the other one's using earth. This is where, well, Yuno saying, well, we'll have to defeat both of you. This is where the earth one says, this kid is very overconfident. So, mostly the lightning one. This is where earth one says, don't get in my way. I will fight him. I'm by myself. Why don't you fight someone else? This is where electricity guy says, are you kind of, well, it seems that too bad to lose, you suck. This is where Earthquake gets angry, but of course he had to dodge a powerful kick from getting hit in the face. This is where the lightning guy was confused, but it was right now Asta, and Asta did kind of lose Charmy and Yuno, well not Yuno, Yami and even Finra. They were confused how Asta can even move. Asta was right now using his lightning abilities. Even if he can't use his arms, he can create lightning arms instead. That's where Asta grabbed the guy with lightning arms and smashing him to the wall, saying, get the fuck out of my face, you weaklings. This is where the Earth guy gets up and says, who are you? What the? Am I fighting against some crippled kid right now? Or hurt kid? Yeah? Well, guess what? I'm beating your ass. Asta's being kind of cocky, just to kind of piss him off a little bit. And Yuno says, Asta? Asta says, oh, hey, Yuno, don't worry, I'll fight this since I am someone your older brother now. This is where Yuno says, what do you mean older? I'm still taller than you. You see here, I'm 5'6", idiot. This is where Yuno says, how? Don't know, don't care. Asta kind of grew when he was in the Sea Temple. He kind of grew a little bit taller for some reason. This is where, well, Asta didn't care that much. Asta says, hey, whatever. Who cares? This is where Asta rushes at, well, the lightning guy. The lightning guy says, why you? Lightning arrows! Asta transforms his body into lightning and appears right behind him, having a lightning kick, saying, lightning kick! This struck nerves. This is where when Asta hits him in the back of the fucking head, this is where lightning shocks through this guy's body, but of course it didn't affect him that much. But of course it kind of hurt his nerves, kind of feeling kind of numb. This is where he was confused, but this is where he turns around. But this is where Asta says, Phoenix kick instead. He just kicked the shit out of the guy and smashed him into multiple buildings. This is where Asta says, still, even though I'm hurt, Yuno, I'm beating their asses. How about what you do? Come on. Let me see what you can do. This is where Yuno's getting. That's where Asta's smiling with this kind of cocky smile. That's where Yuno says, oh, okay, I'll show you what I can do. That's where Asta says, okay, go ahead. This is where, well, Yuno says, fine. Wind arrows. This is where, before it even could launch straight towards the, Earth says, huh? This is where Asta, he kind of transformed his body into lightning. Right now, headbutting the guy with arm and haki, smashing his skull into the guy, and then Asta transformed his body into lightning just to get away from the wind spell. That's where Asta's saying, ha, I'm winning. This is where I defeated 2 of the diamond shining mages, even still being hurt. This is where Yuno's getting angry and saying, Asta, what the hell? You just told me to show you. Yeah, but then I wanted to kind of take it for myself. This is where the other guy awoke in the lightning dude and says, why you, little cocky bastard? Lightning arrow! But before even doing this, Yami and Finra kind of jumps off of a portal. Realize that this is not where Asta's kind of at, but it was close enough. They're mid-air, but of course Yami falls out of it, but of course right now making a sheep so she doesn't get hurt. But of course smash upon that guy and the guy goes, Puh! This is where, Yuno says, I can't believe I couldn't defeat them. Asta, you idiot. Asta says, oh, whatever, Yuno, stop getting angry. This is where Yami says, oh, my prince. This is where she has a cupcake towards him. This is where, just stop. And just decides to eat the cupcake. But yeah, this is where, the girl is kind of, the fairy thing or whatever, saying, why the hell did you do that to my, what's it called? My friend, what's it called? Yuno. This is where, Yuno is saying, it's fine. What's it called? I forgot I think her name was Belle, or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah. This is where, actually, is it Belle or I don't fucking remember. It's where, Asta says, oh, you have the wind spirit. Guess what? I don't even have magic. I don't even have a wind spirit. I could have used my swords, but guess what? I'm kicking your ass with no fucking magic. This is where Asta stick his tongue in. And this is where Yuno is about to send a wind tornado straight towards Asta. How mad he is. This is where Finra says, Asta thinks it's a bad idea to kind of taunt him. Don't worry, he won't hurt me. This is where Finra says, and who the hell told you that? Asta says, I don't know, and just a tuition. This is where Yami, not Yami, Yuno says, oh, that tuition's about to be wrong. That's where Asta says, oh, really? Is it going to be really wrong? That's where Yuno says, yes. A wind tornado! This is where he makes a wind tornado to send it straight to Asta. This is where Asta, he right now says, I see. Fine. Asta can't use his Ito Ito no Mi that much, but of course he can somewhat feel his hands a little bit. And this is where Asta kind of makes one thread from one finger and says Ito Ito no Mi, cutting a string, Merman Hawking style. This is where he cuts through the what's it called, wind tornado. And that's where Asta just kind of launches himself. Right now sending a kind of drop kick straight to Yuno and smashing his kick into Yuno and smashing him to the wall. Asta says, suck it, you loser. This is where Yuno says, what the? Asta says, oh, you realize here, Yuno, you should forget this. You shouldn't be forgetting something special. Even though I can transform my legs into either lightning or a phoenix, you're forgetting my third ability. Asta smiling at him. It's worth this creepy smile. Yuno looks at him and says, third ability. He's trying to think in his head. He remembers that one time Asta was kind of using strings to kind of troll the what's called Wizard King, and this is where he realized that string ability. Wait, it can cut my shit. Well, yes. This is where Yuno says, "You little prick." This is where the wind spirit says, "Huh? And why should you be so cocky?" This is where Asta says, "Aw, you're such an adorable little thing." This is where the wind spirit kind of blushes because Asta was kind of close, and Asta, since he doesn't look that bad, this is where the wind spirit kind of blush and kind of hide behind Yuno, saying, "No, I should be loyal to Yuno only." This is where Asta, he kind of uses his charms a little bit to kind of make people fall in love with him a little bit, but yeah, mostly kind of. He just likes trolling people a little bit with his tease and all that. This is where, Yuno realized that Asta kind of does this. Asta, from ever since he was a child, he didn't look that great, but since when he ate his devilfruits and unlocked his armor and haki and other things, it kind of awoken him to kind of look a little bit better. He doesn't look that much like a, commoner. He looks like a noble, somewhat. Well, not really a noble, but yeah. This is where, he just kind of has that charm a little bit to himself. This is where Asta says, "But whatever. See ya, Yuno. I hope you can deal with the, the fodder. You can just deal with the lower ranking magic, knights." Ooh, wait, there was 3 of them. That's where Asta smiles in this creepy smile. Think of it like Saitama when he kind of does that creepy smile to kind of see that fly, but yeah, it's where Asta kind of does that. And this is where, Yuno realized something. That third one, damn it, where is he? He's right now trying to sense him. This is where Asta already sensed him thanks to his observation haki and how potent it is and how strong he managed to make it. This is where Asta found him. This is where he's found him. This is where Asta's right now rushing towards it. Yuno says, "No, you don't. Wind magic capture." This is where he tries to capture Asta, but also transform his body into lightning. And this is where Yuno says, "No, you don't." He transformed. He made a kind of windbird, and right now got on it and starts rushing towards it. That's where Finra and Charming says, my prince." This is where Finra says, "Fuck, Asta." This is where the tree is about to grow and all that. This is where the guy who's right now about to use teleportation magic says, "You disgusting fool. I guess I will have to defeat you myself." This is where before he even gets to do anything, Asta says, "Lightning smashing kick." This is where, of course, lightning is crackling off his legs, so much of it. This is where he says, not second gear. He says, "Third gear, black lightning." Of course, this is where Asta makes third gear. Now, of course, this second gear is actually making it into red. Of course, this is where he just, no. It's not, at his second gear, but yeah, this one is just called third gear. Of course, he figured out how to make him with second gear, but he rather likes his third gear, making it with black lightning. So of course, it transformed the lightning to black. This is where Asta is right now having a ferocious lightning made. What's it called? It was a lightning kick. It was called a lightning style. Lightning dragon from his kick transformed into a black lightning dragon. This is where Asta was smiling with this evil grin. This is where the guy with the teleportation magic gets confused. Even the diamond, shining, generals were confused when they turn around and they say, "What the hell?" This is where Asta says, "I'm going to win, Yuno says, "Oh, hell no. Wind magic style." This is where he asks the wind spirit, "Hey, I need help with that." This is where she says, "Yeah." This is where they make a large wind bow, arrow, and launch multiple swords with it. This is where, they were kind of going straight towards both of them. This is where they both go. Because when Asta lets go of the lightning dragon, and this is where, Yuno launches his own stuff, this is where they combine magic. Well, not magic together. They mostly kind of didn't combine much. But of course, this is where they go straight towards them. This is where both of them wind their eyes and realize that this shit's bad. This is where the guy starts running. Mostly the brown hair kid, because he's like, shit. Those things seems to be very dangerous. Even with his kind of like getting rid of his magic, he kind of used it on the black lightning dragon. When he tries to use his magic against it, he got erased. This is where he realized, shit. He starts running. The diamond shining armor turns around and says, "Hey, wait. You This is where he says, "Ah, shit, you weren't hurt." This is where both of the attacks smash upon this guy and exploded. This is where the guy almost gets launched away and smashes into something. But yeah, this is where he gets knocked down. This is where Asta says, "Ha! I managed to win." This is where, well, Yuno says, "You didn't win shit, Asta." And guess what? I hit him first. Asta says, "Oh, I guess I can let my younger brother take this." This is where Yuno says, "Younger brother? I'm a little bit taller than you, Asta." Asta says, "You might be a little bit like 5'7", but that doesn't mean anything. Besides, I'll let you take it, smaller brother." Asta kind of like couldn't pat, pat Yuno. And Yuno saying, "I'm taller than you. Also, how are you gonna pat me? I can pat you instead." Also say, "Lightning creation hand." This is where pet. Of course, he zaps Yuno's head. And of course, making his head, well, not head, hair kind of go up. This is where Yuno gets quite annoyed and realize, "Why, you little." Also say, "Hey, that looks better on you." This is where Yuno says, "I'm gonna kill you, Asta." Asta says, "Oh, are you just gonna kill me, gold boy? Well, too bad." Asta starts walking away, and this is where Finra appears and says, "Asta, you idiot! What the hell did you do?" Huh? Nothing. This is where a tree launches. This is where Asta says, "Okay, Finra, can make a magic portal." This is where they teleport away, and this is where Yuno managed to get out of the tree site. But yeah, this is where, well, that one kind of smoke guy is trying to fight against, well, Williams. And yes, in my last, what's it called, what if, yesterday or whatever, or, yeah, I kind of forgot to call what this guy's name was. But of course, it's William, and I fucked it up. But yeah. But of course, this is where Asta kind of just appear next to Finra and say, "Okay, let's just go to Yami and like, let's leave here before the Golden Dawn kind of like figure out that I kind of fuck up a lot of things." But yeah, this is where Yuno says, "Oh no, you don't, Asta." This is where he appears from the sky, and that's where Asta kind of appear behind Finra, and of course, this is where Yuno kind of landed on Finra. That's where, Yuno's plan was trying to land on Asta, but of course that didn't happen because Asta transformed his body into lightning and decided to push Finra instead. That's where Finra says, "Ow, what the hell, Asta?" That's where Asta says, "Sorry about that. You were just a soft cushion for my brother here, smaller brother." This is where Yuno says, "We're the same age, and you realize I'm well, taller than you." This is where Asta says, "But are you more powerful than me?" This is where, well, Yuno says, "I'm going to one day kill you, but are you really going to kill me? Nash will be saddened without me." This is where, well, Yuno says, "Are they going to be saddened without you?" They will. This is where Yuno says, "Oh, whatever." This is where, well, both Klaus and even Mimosa kind of appear. This is where Klaus says, "Asta? Also, what the hell happened to you?" Asta says, "Just a little battle wound, but I can make lightning arms." This is where Asta makes lightning arms. That's where he makes a lightning arm to kind of pet Mimosa and says, "Hey there, beautiful." That's where Mimosa goes red and of course actually almost passed out. That's where Asta did kind of shock her back, and that's where she said, Asta." That's where Asta really just loved teasing anyone. This is where Klaus says, "You can make lightning arms. Great. I guess that can be a shocking hand." That's where Asta says, "I'm leaving." Asta just says, "Finra, just make the portal and let's leave." This is where, well, Klaus says, "What?" That's where Yuno says, "No." Yuno walks away, and this is where Mimosa says, "Bye, Asta." This is where, well, Klaus says, "What? What? Why are you both leaving?" This is where, well, Asta says, "Screw this." That joke was terrible for both of them. This is where, well, what's it called? Charmy and Fernando sleep, and Charmy just starts eating because that was a bad joke. This is where Fernando just also leaves because fuck that shit. But yeah, that's where, well, Fernando does see his younger brother knock into a wall, and that's where he was wondering, "Hey, Asta, did he do that?" Asta says, "Oh, I didn't know he was there. I swear to God, I didn't know he was there. Or I probably didn't notice it and I just didn't care." Fernando says, "Okay, let's just leave." This is where, well, Fernando just doesn't want to get into family problems. So yeah. This is where, well, they kind of go back towards where Yami said. And this is where Yami says, "Here's my ride. So, Asta, why the hell did you run away?" to knock out some people. Mostly the diamond shining generals, or whatever they're called. I knocked them out with using only my legs and not my hands. But guess what? I managed to knock them out. That's where Yami says, I guess good job, kid. Wait, what about the third one? Well, I think that one's kind of gone into nothing but ashes. That's where Yami says, explain it later to me. That's where, well, William says, you must be, well, Asta. Asta kind of like looks at him and says, who are you? So where, well, William says, my name is William. I'm from the Golden Dawn leader. That's where Asta, he kind of sends what's called using his haki against William. This is where, well, you realize that William has a similar sense to kind of look like the guy from the kind of leader of the Eye of the Midnight Sun. That's where Asta says, so are you supposed to be what's called the Midnight Eye Sun leader? You have a similar strange power towards him. That's where, well, Yami says, wait, did I teach you ki? Asta says, no, it's not ki. I have a different ability to sense people, and he has similar energy, I don't know. And he kind of looks like him. That's where, well, Yami says, he's not, though. That's where, well, but you William says, well, yeah, I'm not. If you want, you can see my face. Asta says, nah, I don't really care. Besides, my mood kind of went down. That's where, well, Yami says, what happened to him? That's where Finra and where Charmy's still kind of eating somewhat, but her appetite kind of went down. This is where Finra says, one of the Golden Dawn mages kind of like made a joke about also making lightning arms. This is where Yami says, lightning arms? Also says, yeah, lightning arms. This is where, well, Yami says, and what? He made a joke, a very bad joke. And, well, Asta's mood is just down. This is where, well, Yami says, whatever. Let's just go back to the Black Bull hideout. Make a portal! What's it called? Finra? Or mostly transport? This is where, well, Finra said, I have a name! Why does no one ever respect me? This is where Asta says, I want to go home. This is where, well, they all go, but yeah. This is where, well, Julius does see, well, what's it called? Well, not see. Mostly saw the whole thing, and he says, pretty interesting. The kid is strong. This is where someone from far away said, there you are. I finally found you, younger brother. This is where, well, the person was looking at this, but this is where he kind of stopped using his arbitration knocking and said, law. This is where law, well, not law, he says, I guess he did give you that 3 devil fruits. And you're using them pretty well. This is where, well, we go into Asta, and Asta's right now having no arms. Of course, this is where they kind of went to the healing mage. This is where the healing mage says that he can't do anything. This is where, well, it was mostly a hex curse, and of course his arms are too hurt. This is where Finra did hear about this. This is where Asta nodded, but this is where, Asta kind of just didn't care that much. This is where Asta, he says, that isn't going to stop me. Even if I have to become the swordman with my mouth, I will still be a pirate. For some reason, it's shining into his head. Being a pirate seems to be nice. This is where, well, what's it called? Well, everyone kind of like still got the meat and all that, and of course, this is where, well, they were celebrating. Asta says, well, I have to go somewhere. Asta was kind of forced smiling himself, but this is where he kind of realized that he won't be able to be a pirate and won't be able to kind of figure out, well, his last name. This is where, well, they all kind of see Asta's mood and all that. And this is where Asta is still next to Nero. And this is where Asta says, no, I won't give up. I will be the Pirate King. This is where all of them says, yeah, he will be the... Wait, did he say Pirate King? This is where all of them says, nah, we're probably mistaking it from the fish dudes. This is where Yami is so confused with Asta's dream. He did remember hearing Asta wanted to be the Pirate King and not the Wizard King. He thought that Asta was just mistaking himself. But this is where when they kind of... Well, the person named Mihawk was telling us to be a pirate. And now the fishmen to become a pirate. This is where Yami's trying to piece pieces together, but he's still confused. Very confused. Why they're asking Asta to be a pirate. This is where Yami is... That's the most confusing part. This is where Asta has no last name and no connections towards someone like famous, infamous, towards the pirates. And of course, since he can't figure out who Asta is, because the only thing that Asta has in the background is he's basically a commoner from, well, the village called, what's it called? That one village, I forgot. A habit village or something like that. I fucking forgot. This is where, well, Hog Village, I think so. Was it Hog Village? I can't remember, but yeah. This is where Asta was kind of looking around using his observation hawking when he woke up the next day to kind of see everyone is gone. This is where, well, he kind of went outside, felt the power of both, the power of, well, not power, the, well, sense of familiar of both, well, Noel and Finra, and of course also was hearing about everyone, and that's where everyone, well, Asta says, it's kind of pointless. Asta's been trying to use his own Phoenix healing to kind of like heal his arms, but of course it wouldn't work. That's where Asta's so damn confused and just sad. That's where, well, what's it called? This is where, well, Nero went off to go do something. Of course, mostly went to go like look for something, but yeah. This is where Asta was mostly in the forest. Of course, he was crying a little bit. This is where Yami was kind of just saying, kid. This is where, well, Noel and Finra still went to the, what's it called, red hair dude's kind of house, but yeah, but he was half naked, but yeah. As it were, well, Noel did almost blast him across the whole fucking, like, house, but yeah. This is where Asta was right now sitting on a rock and can't really do push-ups or anything. This is where Asta was sighing and saying, how would I get better? My Phoenix healing doesn't want to work on me. My regeneration is trying to, but not that much. Damn it. If only my regeneration was stronger. How to do this? I can't keep using my lightning arms because I would drain a little bit of my energy. And I can't use them forever. This is where, well, someone kind of walked behind him. And this is where Asta turns around and sees a reindeer. With a hat and clothes. And looks smaller than him. And this is where, well, the reindeer has a backpack. Asta says, whoa, what the hell? This is where Asta falls down. This is where the reindeer, who is named just, well, nameless, it's kind of saying, whoa, hey, mister, you must be Asta. This is where Asta says, huh? Who are you? Oh, sorry about that. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Chopper. This is where, well, Chopper says, oh, sorry about that. My name is Tony Chopper. Nice to meet you. This is where, well, Asta says, nice to meet you. Sorry, I can't really shake my hands. That's where Chopper says, oh, I know. That's why I came here to kind of try to heal your arms. If I can't, then the other guy can try. That's where Asta says, huh, okay. Weird reindeer with blue nose. Sorry about that. That's where Chopper says, no, it's fine. That's where, well, Chopper says, from this region, you haven't really seen reindeers that much. So, I understand. That's where Asta says, yeah. This is where, well, Asta says, how can you talk to me? This is where Chopper says, oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, I am from the All Blue. And, well, from a different type of region of mostly, I'm from the Grand Line a little bit, but yeah, don't worry. I'm from a island called Drum Island. That's where Asta was in his imagination, thinking of drums. That's where Chopper says, if you're thinking of the mountains being drums, yes. That's where Chopper says, well, not Chopper, that's where Asta says, so cool. That's where Chopper smiles and says, yeah, this place doesn't seem that great, but still, it's an interesting place to be at the Four Kingdoms. That's where, well, Asta says, huh? Yeah, there's 4 kingdoms in total. This is the Clover one, but it's very interesting to kind of be here. This is where, well, Chopper says, but not the point. This is where, well, Chopper started pulling out, like, medical stuff and all that. That's where Chopper says, can I get a little sample of your blood? That's where, well, Asta says, sure. Why? That's where Chopper says, I'm going to make a medicine for you. Or, mostly a drug or medicine for you to drink so it can heal your arms. If that doesn't work, then someone else will come here to kind of heal your arms. Okay. That's where, well, Asta says, sure. That's where not Asta. Chopper goes on to start kind of going really fast, trying to figure out how to do this, and using blood samples and other things. And that's where he makes a medicine, mostly like it looks like a gumball and all that. And that's where Chopper says, here. That's where, well, Asta says, huh? Open it wide. That's where Asta says, okay. and start chewing. That's where Asta eats and then says, huh? Was that supposed to do something? I might have to take a little bit longer of progress to heal. That's why Asta says, I can somewhat feel my arms coming back. Ah, it's working perfectly then. That's why Asta says, I guess so. Here, just, I make more of them, but I don't know if you will be able to eat them. That's why Asta says, nah, it's fine. I'll probably be able to. Are there resistors to my lightning or what? That's where, well, Chopper says, I don't know. Asta says, I'll figure it out. Thank you, Chopper. That's where Chopper says, no problem, Asta. That's where Chopper kind of puts his like stuff back into his backpack and says, well, I gotta leave. That's where, well, he says, human, no me. Reindeer form. This is where he transforms into an actual reindeer and says, well, bye. This is where he kind of just runs away, and that's where Asta says, bye? That's where Asta says, huh. Interesting. I guess I would just keep eating this. That's where 2 days pass, and of course, Asta feels a little bit his arm kind of becoming normal. But yeah. This is where both Noel, Finra, what's it called? Let me remember his name. So where Asta sees a red-haired guy named Fansel, a girl with orange hair named Donna, and of course the last one has black hair and red eyes. And well, yeah, let me remember. Her name is Mariella, the last one with black hair and red eyes. And Asta says, oh hey, they're Fansel and what's it called, Donna, and even Mariella. Hello there, Mariella. You look beautiful like always. That's where Mariella goes red a little bit, but yeah. So where Asta says, well, what are y'all doing here anyway? That's where Asta's kind of trying to take off his bandages, but then eat some medicine at the same time. Kind of making lightning hands to kind of like put something in his mouth. That's where they're asking, what the hell are you eating? Asta says, medicine. Why? That's where they're saying, medicine? So you're saying you're taking drugs? Asta says, sure. You can say it like that. That's where Noel says, Asta, give me that. That's where Asta says, no. They can help my arms. Someone told me about this. A doctor's mine. That's what it says. If the magic, the magic, not magic knight, that wizard, when the, what's it called, the magic knight medical recovery dude can't help you with his own magic, you can't just be taking random drugs. Asta says, no, they help me. Really, my arms feel a little bit better. Don't worry about it. That's where, well, Noel says, no, give me it. No, Asta says, no, I only have a couple more. Besides, I need to just keep resting myself. That's where Asta says, but other than that, don't worry about it. That's where, well, Asta is kind of feeling like there's a glare behind him. Yes, it's Yami, and this is, well, we go into a flashback, and why Yami's kind of glaring at him. Asta realized that his arms are feeling a little bit better. That's where Asta's kind of packing some stuff up with his lightning magic and all that. Well, not lightning magic, mostly lightning ability with devilfruit. Logia devilfruit. And this is where he put it in a backpack. And this is where Asta's walking away from, well, kind of using his lightning, what's it called, arm to kind of put it around his neck. And this is where Asta's kind of walking off with some stuff. And this is where, well, Yami says, what are you doing, Asta? That's where, well, it was the day, it was like the, well, day after him meeting Chopper. So, of course, Asta said, oh, nothing, Yami, I'm just going to leave. Don't worry. I'll be back. Don't worry, I'll be back in, 5 months or somewhat. That's what Yami says. Where are you going then? Asta says, good question. Into the sea. Where into the sea? What are you going to do into the sea? Yami was questioning him because he was wondering why Asta was doing something like this. The people hasn't came back, any of the others, but this is where Asta said, oh, don't worry. You don't need to worry anything. Asta was getting closer near the door. That's where Asta uses a lightning arm and says, bye, I'm just going to be a pirate. See ya. That's where Yami says, oh no you don't. This is where Asta starts running. Shit. Also using his legs to transform into lightning, and of course this is where he's running right now to the sea. He's saying shit. I need to see. I need to be a pirate. I need to fight him. I need this. This is where Yami says Asta. This is where Asta says shit. Asta kind of just like went into the forest, kind of keep running. This is where Asta is kind of jumping into the trees, kind of like flipping around. But yeah, Asta saying shit. This is where Yami says, "Fine, you brat." "Oh no, you don't." This is where Asta says, "Oh fuck." This is where Asta saw the tree next to Yami, and this is where he like landed on the tree, jumped away from Yami, and says, "Gotta keep going, gotta keep running, gotta keep running." This is where Asta says, "Shit, if only I had my Phoenix mode." This is where Asta can't transform his like arms into wings, because his arms are still unstable to kind of be able to use any of the devil fruit. So of course Asta's saying, shit, damn it. Asta's jumping away from Yami, and Yami's saying, "Asta!" Asta's saying, "Oh, This is where Asta says, I can get away. This is where Asta sees something clear, something blue in the faraway kind of region. This is where Asta says, "It's there. I need it." This is where Yami says, "No, you don't." He chopped Asta in the back of the neck, knocking him out. This is where his lightning legs managed to just transform back into his leg and smash down to the ground. Yami says, "I'm not gonna be able to. Well, relax, am I? Brat's going to keep doing this shit." That's where we go back into Asta, and Asta saying, "Oh, nothing. Nothing at all." Because they were asking him why he was sweating. This is where Asta says, "Oh, nothing at all." He'll smile with this dumb smile, but yeah, because he can feel Yami's presence behind him. This is where Asta says, "Oh, nothing at all." That's where Asta says, "So, where are you guys going to take me?" This is where they say, "W land." This is where Asta says, "Huh? W land? The waves?" This is where, well, they all say, "Waves, really?" Asta says, "Well, you won't really give me any details on where we're actually going. So yeah." No one says, "Give me that medicine." Asta says, "No." This is where, well, Yami doesn't question why he's eating the medicine mostly, but Asta seems to get quicker and faster. But of course, Asta is just going to have to train in his legs most of the time. And this is where Asta is just training around the black bull. Of course, Yami is mostly looking at him when he's doing it, because he doesn't trust Asta for a second. Because he feels like Asta really wants to go to the sea. Because all those people encourage him to go to the sea and become a pirate. Asta saying, "Oh, well, let's just go then." That's where they go, and of course Yami sighs and says, "Hope those 5 can convince him not to be a pirate." Damn it. This is where, well, Asta is kind of going, and this is where Asta having some things in his head, just thinking. Right now, not concentrating on kind of looking at where they're at. This is where all of them saying, "So we're here." So they're talking all that, and that's where Asta's not even really paying attention to them. This is where, well, Donna's right now saying about the visible cloaks. And this is where they all realize one thing. Asta's extremely quiet. He hasn't said any single thing. This is where Noel's like, "Asta, huh?" This is where, well, Noel and Mariana, they say, "Asta." This is where Asta says, "Huh? Yes?" This is where Asta had one of his eyes closed and one of his, well, green eyes kind of crackling with lightning, saying, "Yes? Do you want something beautiful?" This is where their faces become red, but yeah. This is where Finra is saying, "No fair, why can I not do something like that?" He's right now crying in his mind, like, how is Asta this good in just being charmed for a little bit? This is where Asta says, "Wow. Wait, did you say something?" "Sorry, I didn't pay attention. I was mostly thinking." This is where, well, they say, "We're going into the land, and don't make anything stupid, okay?" This is where Asta says, "I won't." This is where, well, the guy says, "Okay, then let's go." Well, Fansen said. That's where Asta says, "Also, is it okay for us to kind of be with this dude? Because, half the damn time he's going to kind of become naked." That's where, well, they say, "It's fine." Asta says, "Whatever." That's where Fanso says, "It's fine, kids. I'll be fine. Besides, nothing bad is going to happen." That's where Asta says, But this is where we're going into a flashback of when Asta met Fanzel. Asta met Fanzel when Asta was training with his kind of anti-magic swords. This is where, well, Asta is right now just training. Of course, this is where he learned the swordsmanship from. This is where, well, Fanzel kind of like teaching him when they met. And of course, this is where, well, they kind of became friends at that time. But yeah, this is where it was before Asta kind of got his devilfruits and kind of, yeah. This is where, well, Fanzel was talking to him, and yeah, and this is where Asta did try to help Fanzel from Mariana and other things, and this is where, fast forward, they kind of met in the Black Bulls. Yes, Fanzel tried to do something to Noel, and Noel kind of got scared. This is where all of them, of the Black Bulls, beat the shit out of Fanzel, and yes, this That part always made me laugh. I don't know why. It was just funny as hell. But let me go back into what if. I kind of got myself distracted a little bit, but yeah. This is where, well, Fansel says, no, that's not what I wanted. This is where Asta says, Fansel? This is where Fansel says, Asta! Hey, it's been a while. This is where, well, they talk, and yeah, like original canon happens, and all the way into original canon, somewhat happens, but Asta did kind of use his lightning powers, and also his phoenix to kind of help Fansel and Mariana escape from, well, the, what's called, like, magic portal domain or whatever. Also kind of uses lightning and what's called Itotonumi to cut through all of this shit and win. This is where Asta was also being kind of too charming and kind of like really not flirty much, mostly being a tease to Mariana, and that's why she kind of likes Asta. This is where, well, Asta is saying, well, so we're going here, right? This is where, well, they're going through the what's called Forest of the Witches. Of course, this is where Fansel's bad luck still loses the magic, well, what's called the magic visible cloak and his clothes. And this is where the well Mariana and even Donna realize, fuck. This is where Asta says, you idiot. This is where Finra says, ah shit, we're dead. This is where they're flying around, getting away from the, even what's the car while bumping into Donna and the others. And of course losing their own visible cloak, and they're being chased. But yeah. This is where, well, Finra is right now saying, hey beautiful lady, you should go out with me. This is where it says, oh hell no. Almost all of them rejects what's called Finra. And this is where Asta says, oh my fucking days, you idiot. This is where he kind of like blasted himself with, well, mostly discharged some lightning, hitting both Finra and, well, what's it called, Fansel. And this is where Asta says, this is how I do it. This is where they kind of land next to another witch. And of course Asta says, hey there, can you help us in like finding where the witch, what's it called, queen lives? And this kind of like female of witches kind of blush a little bit and say, yes, she's over there. Can I know your name? That's where Asta says, sure, Asta. This is where, well, they say, Asta. Their kind of face kind of flare with hearts and all that. And of course, Asta says, well, we gotta leave. This is where, well, Finra says, this is where Finra went, and this is where Finra says, how can you even do that? God damn it with your charms. How the fuck can you do something like that? Asta says, I don't know, but shut up. We found the location, now let's go. This is where they meet up with Noel and the others, and this is where Asta says, well, we're almost close there. This is where Mariana and also what's it called, Noel and even Donna says, why they char? This is where Asta says, I use my lightning discharge. This is where they says, why? Well, they were pissing me off enough. First of all, Federals keep flirting with any girl that he saw and fucked up in all of them. Like he managed to fucked it all up, but I managed to kind of get one in my side. This is, they say, how? Asta says, oh, you don't need to know. Asta winks, well, kind of using his lightning a little bit, but yeah, this is where Mariana and even, well, Noel kind of blush and they look away. That's where Donna says, seriously, this kid has such good charms that he managed to make any girl fall in love with him. That's where Asta, who is just saying, well, we gotta go. That's where, well, Asta and the others manage to get into the Queen Witches. That's where they see Vanessa, and Asta says, Vanessa! Asta gets angry. Right now rushes towards, well, the Queen of Witches. That's where he bursts from speed, transforming his body into lightning and appearing right next to the Queen of Witches. The Queen of Witches did not realize this, but also transformed his leg into the Phoenix and kicks her away from Vanessa, smashing her into the wall. This is where the Queen of Witches did try to use the bats, but this is where the bats got obliterated from Asta using armament haki on the Phoenix. That's where Asta says, you're not going to hurt her. This is where Vanessa wakes up and says, Asta? Asta says, hey, you idiot, what the hell were you doing? This is where Vanessa says, I'm an idiot? Look who you, what? This is where, well, Asta says, none of that, blah, blah, blah. They keep fighting like original canon. And Finra says, hey, guys, can we, this is where Asta says, shut up! This is where both Vanessa and Asta said it at the same time. Asta was crackling lightning from his eyes and getting pissed. This is where Vanessa had what it's called a reddish glow to her eyes. And of course, this is where Finra was scared out of his mind and says, okay, guys, you don't do. This is where Finra into this was the calm mind and says, I'm a commander, I outrank all of you, what the fuck? This is where, well, the Queen of Witches says, whatever. Still, Vanessa, this is where, before she even said anything, yes, the Diamond Kingdom, and also, well, the, what's it called, the Diamond Kingdom, and also, well, the sun, the Eye of the Midnight Sun actually appears also to attack. And that's where Asta says, great, we're getting attacked. Fuck. That's where Asta then thinks about it. Wait, the Diamond Kingdom was attacking? Asta thought of something great. Finra. Yeah? Can you go back to the Black Pools and go get someone that we need? That's where Finra says, who do you want to get? What was his name? Mercury. This is where, well, not Mercury, what's it called? His name was Mars. I don't know why I keep calling it Mercury, but it's Mars. This is where, well, Mars kind of was in the Black Pools. Of course, he was just chilling and right now kind of doing stuff. But this is where, well, Yami says, huh? What do you want, Finra? Where's Mars? He's over there. This is where, Finra says, hey, Mars, can you come with us? This is where Mars says, huh? Is this about Asta? Yeah. This is where Mars decided to go along, but yeah. This is where Yami says, I feel like they're doing something stupid. But yeah, we go back into, well, them kind of appearing. Mars says, yeah, Asta, what do you want? Asta says, hey, look. This is where, well, what happens is, well, what is Mars? Yeah, this one also does say Mars. Mars says, yeah, what do you want? Hey, look, the Diamond King is attacking. This is where Mars says, and why the hell did you brought me along? Wait, Fanzel? Mariana? And Donna? That's where they say, huh? Wait, you're with the Black Bulls? That's where Mars says, yeah. I got kind of captured and held against my will against this monster. He points at, well, Asta. Asta says, I have not done any of that. This is where Noelle and even Finra and Vanessa thought about it. Alright, I forgot that Asta during this person. This is where, well, they kind of go into a flashback about Asta saying, if you move, try to escape from us, I will tase you. I will shock you with lightning, and I'm gonna make sure that you do my chores instead of I do. This is where everyone was scared at that time when they saw Asta's smiling face. And that's where, what's it called? Magna and even Lux says, fuck that. But yeah, they did not want us to deal with Asta and his terrifying luck half the damn time. Of course, this is where, well, Asta says, I did no such thing, but whatever. I don't know why people blame me. Asta kind of just did a walk of shame, just kind of crying, but yeah, fake crying because he does that. So where, well, Vanessa says, please, what's it called? Queen of Witches. Why not Queen of Witches? She didn't say anything. This is where, well, Asta says, well, other than that, I should be eating this medicine again. This is where Noelle says, oh, no, you don't. This is where Noelle kind of asks, well, the Queen of Witches to kind of heal Asta. Asta says, wait, no, I can just eat the medicine. Let me just eat. This is where the Queen of Witches says, fine. And I'll also give you a resistant magic. Kind of resisting your body more. That's where Asta kind of got his arms healed. And the Queen of Witches realized that, well, the arms just being healed. The hex of magic was actually disappearing. She didn't need to do much. If Asta just ate the last drop of, well, that medicine, Asta would have been healed instantly. But yeah, thanks to Chopper, well, what's it called, greatest on his, like, medical stuff, he would have been really good in it. This is where, well, when, we go into somewhat of a flashback when Chopper kind of went back to the ship. Chopper says, you don't really need to go, Law. He said, kind of smiling. He says, you don't really need to go. The kid already is, what's called, healed. You don't need to use your, well, ability, or devilfruits, to kind of heal him. And that's where Law says, damn, I was actually going to see the kid how he actually did. Well, good job, Chopper. That's where, well, someone else said that. This is where Chopper says, aye, Captain, I did my best. This is where, well, your younger brother is going to be healed in no time. This is where the older person looks and says, yeah, you will be healed. Thank you, Chopper. That's where Chopper says, yeah. This is where, well, Chopper went off to kind of talk to someone with black hair and green eyes. This is where, well, the other person, whose name looks at this person and says, when are you ever going to meet your younger brother? When is the others going to see this? Well, this person says, oh, don't worry, they will. Soon. When I actually explain about them having a little brother. Bye. This is where he walks away. This is where Lyle says, whatever. That's where, well, we go back into Asta, and right now he is perfectly healed. Of course, his arms are more resistant than ever because Chopper did made in what's called his kind of drugs and medicines to make Asta's arms be more resistant. But thanks to magic, it made it more better, and it's kind of stacked. But yeah, Asta says, well, I'm done. We can leave now. That's where Vanessa says, Asta. Asta says, fine, I will help them. That's where Asta says, whatever. I go defeat the, well, what's it called? I have the midnight while, what's it called? You guys go defeat the diamond mages. That's where one of the diamond mages is the guy with blonde hair, but another diamond mage, so yeah. Now this diamond mage, has blue hair and kind of sapphire diamonds, okay? So yeah, he has like magic stones that kind of look like sapphires on his head, but yeah. That's where, well, that person is named, what's it called? He has dark blue hair and his name is Shinkai, okay? So don't worry about it. So that's an OC, what's it called, my mage, because I haven't got that far, but don't worry about it. I don't actually know about the others, but yeah. This is where, well, Mars nodded, and this is where, well, not Mars, Mars nodded, and this is where, well, Mars saw one of the, what's it called, Midnight of the Eye mages, and kind of realized that one of them kind of looks like his old-time friend. That's where he kind of asked Asta not to hurt her. Asta says, what? I'm not going to hurt her. She seems too cute a little bit. Asta's kind of like flirty, so he's gonna get out. This is where, well, Mars says, hey, you bastard. This is where Asta says, I'm just kidding. I didn't actually expect you to kind of like the enemy side. Then again, Asta and his like head says, I can't blame you. They are kind of cute. This is where Asta thinks of Sally, but yeah, Asta says, damn it. Asta was about to bleed from his nose and managing to stop himself, but yeah. That's where Asta says, well, whatever, how are we going? That's where Asta transformed his body into a phoenix and kind of flew away. That's where, well, Vanessa and Finra says, god damn it, he transformed into a phoenix. Then let's go. That's where, what's it called? Noelle even nodded and going, but yeah. That's where, well, Fenzel and also, what's it called? Well, Marjana and even what's it called, Donna and Mars are going straight to fight the diamond mages, but yeah. Asta, who is right now transforming his body into a phoenix and right now rushing in high speeds straight towards, well, that one vine dude who's kind of saying, you will all make us great slaves. Ha 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 ha. This is where, well, a phoenix leg smashes upon his face. This is where, well, the phoenix leg smashes upon this person's face, and all the witches was about to fall until Asta magically catches them using what's called his Ito no Mi, but adding some of his armor and haki, so it didn't actually kind of like scratch them or kind of like up them and all that. This is where Asta magically caught them by transforming one of his wings out of the phoenix to kind of catch them, and that's where Asta kind of landed on the ground saying, are you all okay? Asta's charms, they're kind of kicked in, and that's where all of them fall in love. That's where Asta says, sorry about that. That's where they all say, no, it's fine. All of them looks away, but yeah. Asta says, good. Well, I must be going. That's where Asta transforms his body into a phoenix again and flies up, right now dodging multiple magic attacks. And of course, think of it, how Asta is dodging multiple magic attacks from like magic blasts and all that, from the mages of the Eye of the Midnight. Think of it when Marcus was dodging multiple light beams. Well, not light beams, like light beams going, well, light rays and light beams going straight towards Mars when he was fighting against Kazaru. So yeah, Asta was doing that, and this is where Asta kind of flies around and just smashes multiple times, kicks into the different eyes of the midnight. This is where Asta was right now flying in front of the girl who kind of uses the salamander. It wasn't fully grown, and this is where Asta says, hey there. So, do you know someone named Mars? This is where, well, Sally, this girl, his name was called, her name is Fana. And of course, she says, huh? I don't know anything about the you insolent bird. Because you see here, the elf is confused. What? Asta says, oh, sorry. you don't really know my human form. This is where Asta transformed out of his human form, well, mostly into his human form, and also is right now saying, hey, this is where, well, the elf did kind of blush because, first of all, Asta's charms are way too incredible, and yeah. And also, when he was eating the medicine, he did kind of become more taller, but yeah. It also kind of had some medicine to kind of become, making him bigger, but not really. It was just kind of him just becoming bigger after a while, but yeah. It's because his height hasn't reached the real maximum height, but yeah. This is where, well, Chopper was kind of making that medicine because, yeah. This is where, well, Asta's right now at, well, 5'7". That's where Asta says, but whatever. That's what Asta says. So, I'm wondering, would you stop attacking this, well, place if we talk? This is where she says, never! This is where she sent a fireball attack at Asta. Asta caught it with his phoenix leg and says, really? Not even a little? This is where she says, die! Fire blast! Well, mostly, what's it called? Salamander blast! This is where Asta caught it again, destroys it. This is where Asta says, really? Not even a little? This is where she says, just fight me back, you bastard! This is where Asta says, really? That's not very hatred enough. I thought your emotions or whatever thing or whatever you were supposed to be hatred or something like that. That's where she says, I'll show you hatred. Asta says, really? Then like, see. Asta transforms his full body into a phoenix back again and flies around in high speeds. Right now, just flying around, well, Finra, and Finra saying, damn it, damn it, damn it. Where is he? This is where, well, she can't really keep up with the speed of Asta, but of course, Asta does kind of manage to appear right in front of Finra, and Finra says, there you are. This is where Asta appears behind her and says, yo, sorry about this. Asta kind of kicks her out of the salamander, almost kicking her out of it, but of course, Asta just gets almost hit by it, but yeah. This is where Asta is just flying around, and this is where Asta is saying, I'm almost about to win. This is where, well, Noelle says, sea dragon. This is where Asta dodges by kind of going up, but the sea dragon smashes upon, well, Finra and thus smashing her to the ground. This is where, well, Noelle says, yes, and I almost get that bastard also. Asta says, whoa, whoa, Noelle, calm down, beautiful. You don't really need to attack me also. This is where Noelle blushes and says, shut up, shut up, shut up. That's where Asta says, sorry, buddy. This is where, well, it's called. Vanessa says, well, at least we managed to get here. This is where, well, what's it called, Mars and the others are right now flying away from, well, what's it called, the blonde dude. Of course, this is where Shinkai is also kind of helping them. Because, well, Shinkai really did not like anything about the Dimensions. He did have his own sanity and didn't really care. He did kind of care about helping people, and yeah. So he still kind of took his training of his sensei words to heart, but yeah. And when he met the sensei, he decides to actually help him instead of, well, the other dude. That's where the dude that can actually shoot like these, not chakra blasts, I was about to say chakra blasts. Mostly light attacks. That's where they're dodging. Of course, this is where they get towards, well, Asta where he's at. And Asta saw the blast of fireball coming towards him. That's where Asta just swinging away with one of his anti-swords straight towards, well, Fancel and the others. And this is where they all dodge and gets hit by that one. That's where the dude starts burning up. Ah! But yeah, that's where they all land down. This is where Mars says, Vanna! This is where Asta says, you know her? That's where Mars says, yeah. Well, we should probably help her out because she looks like she wants to explode. This is where she has the dark eye and says, I want to show all of you. Asta says, well, let's go. This is where, well, they are going straight towards her, and of course, D is burning their skin. Of course, Asta kind of used some of his blue flames to kind of heal both of them. And this is where, well, they also used the Phoenix recovery. So, the top of the blue flames are recovering pretty fast. Of course, they managed to get there, and this is where Mars kind of hugs her, saying, oh, no, please remember me. That's where her third eye breaks, and this is where just, well, not breaks, fades away, and says, Mars? This is where Mars says, Panna. This is where they kind of hug it out, and this is where Finra was saying, damn it, I wish I was part of her childhood friend. But this is where, well, that one guy appears and starts fighting against all of them. This is where Asta is right now just swinging his, what's it called, arms? Well, not arms, mostly pulling out his demon blades and kind of just destroying the magic. And of course, rushing towards this dude. And of course, this is where he swings one of his blades straight towards this guy. And of course, managed to hit him in the chest. This is where, well, the guy managed to pull out the anti-magic sword. Still kind of blasts with the Mars down and all that. That's where Mars was about to, like, he used one of his diamond attacks to actually pierce this guy. This is where he says, no, not gonna happen. This is where Finra does send a fire attack straight to him. This is where he managed to become powerful and fight against all of them. This is where Asta was fighting against this person. Now, of course, this is where, well, the Queen Witch sees that Asta's kind of losing. He goes down a little bit. This is where Asta's getting up and saying, I'm not gonna give up. This is where Asta, who didn't actually know this, but, well, the Queen Witch did try to use her blood to kind of activate something, because, well, when she was trying to look through the race of what Asta was not a part of that race that she thought of, but a race that, well, kind of didn't have a clue on what it was, because Asta's not truly from the Four Kingdoms that she just realized. Not truly, but halfway, kinda. She is confused, but of course, this is where Asta noticed it and managed to, like, cut a link from, well, the Queen of Witches. So the Queen of Witches widened her eyes. That's where Asta did kind of faint it and did, well, not pass out, kind of sensed the demon. Of course, this is where Asta met the demon. This is where Asta says, oh, hell no, I'm not giving up. Asta usually conquers Hawking to kind of make the demon, like, almost pass out. But of course, the demon says, I'm not losing. Asta and both the demon fight for control, but this is where Asta became a demon outside. Right now, holding the demon, well, dweller. Was it demon dweller? No, demon slayer sword. And of course, Asta says, I will kill you. That's where Asta was flying around, still pretty fast. But of course, it worked well. Not just with his demon slayer form and all that, well, mostly not demon slayer, his anti-magic demon and all that. He also did become a phoenix in that form. Right now, flying around in high speeds, fighting against this guy. And of course, his phoenix form was actually much stronger. It became black flames after a while. It's where Asta was actually able to keep up with the guy. And every time the guy tried to use blasts, like fire blasts, every time it hits a phoenix, it just gets dissolved. It gets destroyed because of thanks out to the anti-magic and the flames of, well, the phoenix became black and kind of reddish. And of course, where, well, it just destroys all the magic, and this is where Asta's flying around in high speeds. This is where Asta transforms out of his phoenix form and says, anti-lightning slash! He cuts through, well, that blonde dude, and of course the blonde dude's like, damn, I won. This is where Asta says, black meteorite. He did also do another slash when he appears behind the dude, and of course, what did that first slash and kind of did the other slash. This is where, well, the other dude kind of falls down and says, damn it, cool. I hope you can kill me. Well, I'm saying, I'm okay with killing me. This is where Asta says, oh, hell no, I'm not gonna kill you, bastard. If I was, I'd rather torture you. I'd rather make you feel that pain. This is where, well, everyone is saying, thank God, Asta is not that murderous. Well, mostly no, well, but still crazy at the same time. This is where the Queen of Witches appear. Right now, making that blood prison and all that. This is where she says, well, blood graveyard. And this is where, well, she says, now, you can now, well, be under my control. This is where, when she tries to control Asta, Asta says, ah, hell no. This is where Asta accidentally, in his conscious state, activate Conqueror's Haki. And of course, managed to kind of break out of, well, the kind of control. This is where the Queen of Witches widen her eyes. And this is where Asta says, oh, no, you don't. No one will control me. I am freedom. I will become the Pirate King and have my own freedom. Lightning punch. This is why he managed to punch, well, the Queen of Witches. The Queen of Witches got angry and says, I'm going to kill you. This is where Vanessa, who says, no. She didn't want what's called, well, the Queen of Witches to fight against Asta. Asta was kind of tired a little bit, but yeah. This is where, well, just a little bit. Because that Conqueror's Hawking unconscious, they kind of knock what's called control away, but the control he managed to get through, but still he's weakened a little bit. That's where, well, Vanessa did manage to bring the fate and manage to stop her. And that's where, well, the blood was called thing did manage to poof all away. But yeah, because Vanessa wanted to make the spell, well, the Queen of Witches from attacking Asta and also make the spell just disappear. So yeah. That's where Asta says, whoa, Vanessa, that's pretty good. Asta passes out. That's where, well, they all kind of got healed from the Queen of Witches because she was kind of sorry and sad. But yeah, that's where, well, all of them got healed. But yeah, that's where, well, Asta, who is right now just next to, well, Noel and, well, Mariana, who is kind of talking to him, but yeah. That's where Asta is saying, huh? Well, what are you talking about? That's where, well, Noel said, that Black Phoenix. Asta, who was kind of conscious, well, not really, he was fully conscious, he knew about that mode now. He actually knows how to transform into that mode because he actually felt the energy with his haki. Thank God for him because he's now able to go transform into that mode. Asta just says, no, I don't know what that is. That's where they kind of goes, uh-huh. Well, Marciana was actually with the other witches, but yeah, attacking the other mages away, but yeah. That's where Noel wants to talk to him about that. Is it where, well, Asta says, well, don't know. Whatever. This is where, well, Asta says, I don't really know, but okay, whatever. This is where, well, Noel says, whatever. This is where, well, they get towards, well, back to the Black Pools. This is where all of the others kind of appear, saying, we could not find your recuperation for your arm. This is where Asta says, I'm healed. This is where, he said it multiple times. This is where, what's it called, Gosh, they're trying to say, go back and go get a fucking curse. I don't care. That's where Asta says, ow, you fucking... That's where Asta was hurt. That's where Asta was more pissed than hurt. That's where Asta transformed his arm into lightning and was about to upper to cut the shit out of Gosh. But luckily everyone managed to stop him because Asta would not hold back. They realized they are not Asta does not hold back in much things. But yeah. That's where, well, Asta just says, whatever. That's where, well, Yami says, with all this food, we should probably celebrate. That's where all of them say, yeah. That's where, well, Asta says, very interesting. That's where, well, Asta did say farewell to Fazan and the others. And of course he did say bye to Mariana. And of course says, bye there, adorable. This is where she says, Asta. She couldn't resist, so of course she hugged Asta. Well, far away from the others from seeing, and kind of kiss him. This is where Noel was even more angry and flustered and just jealous. This is where, well, I still was surprised and says, I guess I took your first kiss. This is where, well, Marciana says, please don't tell me you already kissed someone. Asta says, no, why would I? This is where, well, she says, I feel like you did, you fucking jerk. And this is where Asta says, I'm just kidding. This is where, well, Asta hasn't really kissed anyone exactly. He was just shocked at that. Fine. Well, he did with Rebecca, but yeah. That's where, well, Asta says, but don't worry about it. Swear, well, Rosanna says, yeah. Of course, this is where a giant, what's it called, splash of water happened. Everyone's confused, but of course, this is where, well, they're like, huh? Who the hell did that? It was mostly Noel out of control and magic, but yeah. So they explode, but yeah. It looked like to be what's called a burst of just water. They thought it were near some kind of volcano, but yeah. This is where, well, they all leave, but yeah, this is where Asta, he does kind of, well, eat. And of course, this is where, well, Noel's kind of blushing, but yeah. Being near Asta, but yeah. So the next day kind of happened, and of course, it's a festival. This is where Asta say, festival? What the hell? This is where they talk about the festival, and yeah, Asta's getting to the festival. Asta was kind of like, seeing, Noel was like talking and blah 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 to him and all that, and this is where they see, well, Kyoho and even what's called, Kento. This is where, well, they say, oh, Asta and Noel. This is where Asta did kind of request for Noel to do something like that, to kind of make a pit stop, but yeah. This is where Asta says, well, did you brought your stuff and all that? This is where Kento says, yeah. This is where Asta did pull out a bottle like a original candy, and they kind of healed them. This is where they say, amazing. This is where Kyoto says, yeah, I can dance now. Now don't need to do the one leg dance. That's just what Asta says, yeah, I guess so. This is where Kyoto did hug Asta really, well, tight and kind of say thank you. In a very kind of nice voice type mostly. And this is where, well, Noel does blush again because, well, this time it wasn't a kiss, but it was a hug. And she wants to hug Asta, but she doesn't know how to do it. And this is where Asta says, yeah, you're welcome, beautiful. This is where she does blush, but yeah. This is where, well, Kento says, so, my goddess. He sees Noel again. This is where Asta he is just smiling. This is where Asta says, well, I'm gonna go look for the other. No one says, Asta. This is where Asta kind of get bumped in with what's called Magda. Magda says, yo, Asta. So you want to go blast what's it called this up in the sky? Asta says, what is it? You know, it's a firework. A rocket launcher firework. Asta says, wait a minute. Hell yeah. This is where both of them are walking away. But this is where Noelle says, Asta. Asta says, huh? This is where, well, Magda says, oh, I see. Your charm flushing got you another double date. This is where Asta says, with who? Bro, I'm not gay. This is where Magda says, I'm not talking about that, you idiot. I'm talking about, well, I actually don't know. The red-haired Noelle. Asta says, what if I say both? This is where Magda says, I will be kind of jealous, but still don't care that much. Asta says, no, but they will piss off Finra. This is where Magda says, I guess so. This is where, well, Asta says, but no, I'm just kidding. We're just hanging out. So don't get the wrong idea. This is where, well, Magda says, whatever, little boy. This is where Asta says, hey, I'm not Finra, fuck off. This is where Magda says, whatever. This is where Asta, I should mention one thing. Asta's hair did kind of have highlights of blue. For when he was kind of like fighting against that, the awakening of, well, his bloodline and all that, did kind of get awoken from, well, the Queen Witch, that his hair kind of became, well, blue a little bit. Not awoken in his bloodline, mostly awoken in his devil fruit, because when he was actually in his demon form, he did transform into the lightning god, or like the lightning huge and all that, and started kind of zapping the hell out of the guy and all that. Of course, his hair kind of changed into being a bluish color, but yeah, like highlights a little bit, but yeah, he didn't mind it, but he didn't care that much. It kind of made him have more of a charm, but yeah. This is where, well, also didn't really care, but yeah. So this is where, well, we go into Asta kind of going towards the kind of like, well, Asta did kind of get pushed away when Noelle got angry, and of course, Asta landed near Yami, and Yami was kind of saying, hey, brat, you're gonna help me fucking sell these, well, what's it called, squids, the rainbow squids and all that. Asta was there, actually getting people to actually eat the, like, squids, the rainbow squids. This is where Yami says, thank God I have someone like this. This is where the green, the green, praying mantis captain named Jack was saying, damn it, why are you useless, haha guy. This is where he's like, damn it, why am I telling you that? This is where, well, Asta says, I mean, you're not wrong, that is his name. This is where Jack says, this is where Yami is saying, haha, I'm managing to beat you on this. This is where Jack says, I'm gonna kill you. This is where, well, Yami says, you're gonna lose, loser. Asta was right now being charmful and almost getting a lot of people. A lot of people thought that he was actually a noble, and right now kind of like showing, what's it called, this person, his cooking skills and all that, blah, blah, blah. Asta was kind of like doing his charm, but yeah. This is where, well, so many people start eating, but yeah, they're saying delicious and all. And that's where Yami says, good job, kid. That's where Asta says, I guess so. This is where haha guy says, damn it. We're 3 people, and this dude is still, damn it, Asta. He thinks in his head. Asta turns around and says, you said something? Or you want to die? Asta cracks one of his eyes with pure lightning. And of course has one of his eyes closed. That's where Asta says, you want to die? This is where haha guy says, oh, no. He looks away and says, fuck that shit. So yeah, of course, he also did kind of get blasted from the, what's called, the spooky house with Noelle and Asta being there. Well, see, Asta knew that this guy was not that corpse guy, like original canon. But no, Asta just still wanted to kind of obliterate him. So of course, this is where Asta just doesn't care, because he did use his lightning strike on him before in the magic exam. So yeah, haha guy is scared of Asta most of the damn time. This is where, not lightning magic, mostly lightning dragon named Kiri. But yeah, that's where Asta says, so Captain, can I go now? This is where Yami says, no, we need more. This is where Jack says, you know what, I'm going to kill you anyway. This is where Noelle says, oh, there you are, Asta. Asta says, hey there, beautiful. This is where Noelle says, Asta. This is where her face is red, but yeah. Finra is also there, and this is where Finra is saying, damn it, I wish I wasn't here. This is where they're seeing their captain fight against Jack. This is where, well, Jack says, come on, Yami. Yami says, I found a new type of, what's called ability. That is called Darkness Cloak. dimension cutting. This is where, well, Julius had to step in, and this is where Asta jumped away using his lightning balloon, but everyone did get stopped. This is where Julius says, you're a little bit quicker than I thought of. Can you stop for a second? Asta says, nope, and nope. Asta kind of stood far away from Julius. Asta says, no, I'm not stopping. Julius says, damn it. Asta, come on. Just stop there for a second. This is where Asta says, you know, I can always throw my anti-magic swords to kind of cut through them and make them still fight. This is where Julius says, you wouldn't though. No, I wouldn't. I really don't want this whole thing to kind of have to be a drag most of the time, but yeah. Julius says, oh, did you become taller? Asta says, kind of. Also, you didn't promise your promise from that last time. You said that if I help you with the people, you will tell me about Mihawk. Julius says, damn it. Fine, what do you want to know? Where is he? Julius says, I don't know much about his details because, well, the Four Kingdoms don't really care about what the other people outside the Four Kingdoms does. So we have heard about what's called Mihawk and how dangerous he are. Well, dangerous as he is with sword style, but I wouldn't like you to fight him if that's what you're going after. Asta says, I'm not going after him. Why would I? Asta said. That's where Julius says, you are, aren't you? No, I'm not. What do you want from me anyway? Julius says, just want you not to do it. I'm not. Besides, I ask you to think about it. My abilities aren't much of a magic knight style, and I'm not much of a magic knight. So what happens if I become a pirate and give up being a magic knight? Julius narrowed his eyes, and Asta just kind of asking it out of curiosity. Julius says, well, if you give up being a magic knight, nothing else will happen. But if you become a pirate and start hurting people, I guess you will have to be executed. Asta says, but what if I don't hurt people and just leave the Four Kingdoms and just become a pirate? Julius says, if you want an honest answer, well, you'll be fine. No one will go after you. Probably Yami be the only one to go after you, because he's probably angry at you and would kill you for the fact that you abandoned everyone. Asta says, it's only a theory. It would never happen. Asta just says, well, go ahead and do whatever. Later, Julius says, fine. He does the spell and what's it called. He did kind of tell the location a little bit of where Mihawk would have been at like a month ago and all that. But it's been already a month ago. Asta says, damn, he must have moved. Fuck. This is where, well, Asta saw Julius disappear, but this is where, well, everyone kind of appear back to normal, and this is where both Jack and even, well, Yami's pants were down, but yeah, or unzipped mostly, and down. They were laughing at each other, but yeah. This is where they kind of went back to a festival, and still kind of did the cookout, but of course, they were, well, Asta was not thrown by Yami this time. Asta just transformed his body into lightning, and kind of just jumped up and just disappear. This is where, well, no one else says, Asta, damn it, don't leave me. This is where, well, what's it called? Finra kind of went with the others and talked to, because Asta was kind of looking for the others, but yeah. This is where, well, Asta kind of saw the kind of, what's it called, Sharna or something, whatever her name is, kind of like be beautiful and all that. Asta didn't care about the beauty that much. He saw her as a strong woman. He already know who she was already. This is where, well, Asta didn't care. Of course, so many people care, like they were like caring. Asta kind of saw the, what's it called, when noble dude kind of like try to force himself upon, well, the Blue Rose Captain. Of course, she defeated him so easily. This is where, well, the other girl named Sodia or whatever kind of appeared and says, I'm here. You know what? You should look at this. This is where she became, well, she comes out of a blue dress. Everyone was going, whoa. This is where, well, the Blue Rose Captain says, if you keep looking at me, I will kill you. This is where, well, Sobia or whatever her name is, the brown hair kind of skin kind of says, yeah, no, you're looking at her and her beauty. This is where, well, Finra was saying, wow, she's beautiful. That's where Asta says, really, Finra? I know you will be into this shit and all that. Finra says, you can't tell me she isn't that beautiful. Asta says, she kind of like a 7. That's what Finra says, huh? You crazy bastard. That's what Asta says, I don't really care. Besides, where's the others anyway? That's where, well, Sylvia and even the Blue Rose Captain heard Asta when he was talking. And of course, this is where the Blue Rose Captain kind of didn't like attack Asta, but this is where Sylvia or whatever her name. Wait, let me search it up. So Saul and even the Blue Rose Captain heard about this, and they kind of walked towards Finra and Asta, and that's where Saul says, "What do you say? What do you say, you freaking punk?" This is where Saul is the height of whatever I can remember. So Saul is 5'9", and of course a little bit taller than Asta. Asta kind of grew a little bit more after a while, becoming 5'8", but yeah, he's not 5'7" no more. That's where Asta says, huh? Asta is almost the same height as Saul, and this is where Saul says, what did you say about our captain? That's where Asta says, oh. I just said she kind of looks okay. I wouldn't say much. That's where Saul gets angry and says, why you? That's where Asta says, well, are you going to fight me? That's where she says, wait, aren't you from that black clover? Well, not black clover. Black bull, hey, your hair, your eyes, kind of remind me of... Wait, you're that runt. Asta says, who are you calling a runt? I'm almost the same height as you. That's where Saul says, but last time I saw you were like 5'1". Don't know. Height just... I kind of grew. That's where Saul says, whatever. But whatever, you shouldn't be talking to our captain like that. She's the most beautiful person in the whole world. And Asta says, but didn't she just say that we can't see her beauty and all that? This is where Asta kind of like pull his hair back and all that. And says, besides, you just said that. I'm just saying. Fine, you want me to say that she's actually a 10 and try to be killed or something? That's where Saul goes, she just goes blink, 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 blink. That's where Asta says, besides, you look more cuter. That's where Saul just blushed. Because Asta's charm is actually going on. And this is where, so I just looked at someone else. And this is where Finra says, God damn, I hate the fact Asta's charm is like that. Asta says, whatever. Hey, Finra, what's the others? This is where, Finra says, well, there's somewhere. That's where Yami says, yo. Asta says, oh, hey, Yami, are you done with your fight with Jack? No, we didn't fight, actually. This is where, Asta says, well, that's interesting. This is where, what's it called? They were like, so what is happening? Yami said, I have no clue. This is where, what's it called? The Blue Rose Captain says, Yami, he's here. He's just like, she's like thinking in her head and all that. This is where, Vanessa appears and says, Yami, wanna have a drink? This is where, so both of them start fighting like in the same original canon, Vanessa and the captain and all that. And of course, this is where, mostly the Blue Rose Captain. And of course, yes, so it kind of says that she can do it. That's where Asta was right now just sitting there and not caring that much. He's kind of just like, so, Captain, who do you think won anyway? This is where Asta wasn't really impressed with Vanessa or even with the Blue Rose Captain's kind of outfit. This is where Finra was trying to tell them to change in stage. Of course, this is where they almost, Finra got his ass kicked. Asta was laughing at Finra. This is where, Yami and Finra, not Finra, Yami and Asta kind of like chose Finra to be the winner. Asta was laughing at him. This is where Yami's doing the same. This is where the Blue Rose Captain says, what? No, Yami. This is where Vanessa says, Yami, what the hell? This is where, Yami says, huh? Oh, my vote is for the fact that Finra just got his ass kicked. Asta says, same. What? Your bad luck sucks, Finra. What the hell? This is where Finra says, This is where Asta says, fine, I'll help you. Asta pulls out one of his swords, and no, it wasn't the anti-magic sword, it was one of his katana. He says, Snake Slayer. Cuts through it so easily through the, what's called, Blue Rose vines and all that, and managed to make Finra kind of fall down. Asta didn't catch him, like, bah! Finra smashes the ground. That's where Asta says, yo, you okay? Pokes him in the head, saying he's fine. Just a little bit of lightning. What the hell, Asta? Couldn't you be more gentle? Asta says, why the fuck would I be more gentle? Fuck that. Come on, Finra, just go. That's where Finra says, whatever. That's where, well, Noel was there, and of course saying, Asta, what is happening? A lot of things, but yeah, don't worry about it. That's where, well, Noel says, sure. That's where, well, that is happening. Of course, the drinking contest still happens. That's where Yami says, and it seems like, well, he says, damn, she lost. No, damn, that drink must be so heavy. That's where Asta says, maybe she's just a light drinker. That's where Soy says, nah, that's just drink that's so powerful. That's where Asta goes towards the drink, grabs it, drinks it. This is where Yami says, bro, not gonna lie, well, this drink isn't that heavy. This is where, well, Yami says, really? He drinks it from, well, so, not soy, mostly, the blue rose captain kind of drink, and says, yeah, this drink isn't that heavy. It's kind of good. Also says, yeah, right? Wanna have a drinking contest? And this is where Yami says, wait a minute, aren't you a little too young to drink? Also says, if I'm old enough to kill, then I'm old enough to drink. This is where Yami says, I guess you're right. This is where they start having a drink contest. And this is where all the people are like, damn, how they drink that much? This is where, well, Asta is right now and, well, the same table as both of, like, the two girls and all that. This is where Soy is saying, what the, how can you drink that much? Wait, how old are you anyway? 16, why? That's where she said, That's where, well, Noel says, Asta, what about the festival? That's where, well, Asta says, you know we're going to be dead last, it's fine. This is where Yami says, exactly. This is where, well, they keep drinking, and of course, this is where, well, what's it called? This is where, well, Asta is just like, just keeps drinking, like, he doesn't care about he just tastes the alcohol. He tasted before, he doesn't mind it. But yeah, this is where, well, Asta is just drinking, and this is where, well, Yami's doing the same, and they're down for like 42 bottles. Like, damn, they're not done. Like, Asta can have, he does have a high tolerance to actually alcohol. That's just because of a lot of things, but yeah. This is where, well, Noel says, Asta. Asta says, wait a minute, I'm almost done. I will finish that last bottle. Yami says, oh no you don't. This is where the last bottle, because they were at 43 now. This is where Asta says, no! This is where Asta managed to use his lightning cloak to kind of appear and say, sorry, Yami, but I'm gonna have to take this. Yami says, give me that fucking bottle! This is where Asta says, no! This is where both of them are fighting for it. And this is where, well, it breaks. Of course, the liquid was right now in mid-air. And this is where Asta says, damn, no! This is where Asta was about to use his lightning speed to kind of get it, to drink it all. No, Yami just goes, Yes, 44. Take that, Asta. Asta says, damn it. I guess you won, Captain. This is where, well, Yami says, yeah. This is where everyone's like, why? How? So I was very impressed with Asta's, like, well, being a heavy drinker. Like, he can actually drink a lot and not be, well, drunken or anything. But yeah. Could be because of his genes, could be because of his devilfruits. And no one will ever know. This is where, well, no one says, damn it, Asta. Asta says, I'm not drunk, though. Don't worry about it. That's where she says, how? Don't worry about it, Noel. He smiles gently. And that's where Noel blushes and looks away, but yeah. This is where, well, Yami says, whatever. This is where, well, Julie says, okay, so everyone's here. Well, in first place, it is the Golden Dawn. This is where everyone's cheering. Second place, Black Bulls. This is where both Yami and Asta go. Because Asta was drinking something else. And it wasn't because of the bad taste much. Well, it was somewhat of the bad taste. But of course, when Yami and Asta were starting to drink, and Noel was saying, we're going to be dead last, aren't we? This is where when they hear about this, everyone was shocked. Both Yami and Asta spit out their drinks. Right now, spitting onto someone. Like, Asta didn't care who he spit onto. He was just shocked. This is where Asta said, huh? This is where Yami said, what the hell? Well, this is where, well, Julie says talk about Yuno to come out, and this is where he says, may one of the Black Bulls come out. This is where he says, where is he? Damn it, Yami, where's that? I wish you were the only time to be here. Fuck. This is where Asta says, Captain, what are you doing? Hey, get up there. Don't let the Wizard King wake you. This is where Asta says, I'm good, I'd rather just be drinking. Noah, you can go up there, right? This is where, well, Asta was about to keep drinking until he kind of looked behind him and sees that, well, Yami's kind of glaring at him. This is where Noel's like, Asta. This is where Asta says, okay, never mind. This is where Asta transforms his body into a phoenix and starts flying in high speeds straight towards everyone. This is where Asta transforms out of his body back into his normal body. Everyone was shocked to see a phoenix, but really it was just Asta transforming out of his phoenix. Asta, who lands on the ground so smoothly, like he slid a little bit, and Asta says, yo. It's where so many people say, so many people watch it in their eyes, seeing a phoenix. And of course, Asta, who is from the Black Bulls, just transformed his body into a phoenix and got out of it. It's where some of the cousins were surprised. They were like, they already knew about this somewhat. But of course, Asta says, yo. Like, Asta just said, yo, just so chill, like, eh. This is where, well, Yuno says, I'm surprised you even got up here. I thought you will be kind of, I don't know, too scared. Asta says, oh, I'm sorry, little brother of mine. Am I so scared that I'm going to keep calling you little brother since now I'm taller than you? Yuno goes, how are you taller than me? Asta says, don't know, maybe genes are finally kicking in. That's where, well, Yuno says, God damn it. Asta says, whatever. That's where, well, Yuno says, but at least I got first place. That's where Asta says, oh, you might have got first place, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'd probably get first place the next time. That's where Yuno says, no. You realize here you will never be able to catch up to me. Asta says, if I can catch up to you in speed, strength, and a lot of other things without magic, I can definitely kick your ass. This is where Yuno says, okay, bring it. This is where Haha guy says, sorry, keep burping. This is where Haha guy says, well, one of them doesn't have magic, and both of them are commerce, and one of them doesn't have magic. That's where Asta turns around with a murderous glare, looking at Haha guy, and Haha guy realizes, oh shit. Asta says, lightning strike target. This is where there's a bluish target on, well, Haha guy, and lightning strike just smash upon him, and he's knocked the fuck out. Asta says, sorry about that, Jack, if I accidentally kill him, but, you know, he was being an idiot. So is it okay for me to kill him? Well, mostly he said it before, and Jack said. Also, if you heard that in the background, sorry, something fell down. But, of course, Asta says, before he actually said that attack, that's where Jack says, it's fine, he's pretty much useless. So lightning strike strikes him down, he's knocked the fuck out. Asta says, idiot. That's where Yuno says, you really didn't even let him talk once. And that's where so many people say, damn, they're powerful as hell. Hell no. That's where, well, they kind of looked at Yuno because they thought he cheated. And this is where Yuno says, fine. Full wind magic. This is where he says, wind arrow. He launches straight to Asta, and Asta saw this. And Asta, who seems not to have a care in the freaking world, kind of pulled out one of his swords. And it wasn't the anti-magic sword. No, he pulls out the purple sword and says, Enma. Right now, a burst of power appears. Asta, who cuts through the wind slice, an energy slice went straight towards Yuno, then kind of just turns a little bit to the left and kind of missed Yuno on purpose for just the fact that he wants to scare Yuno. Yuno whined his eyes, even the little fairy whined her eyes, like, damn, the power just goes and cuts some building. Asta says, oops, sorry about that, I was supposed to use the other thing, but it still worked. Asta puts his sword back, but yeah, Julius says, damn. Fuck. This is where, well, the other cats wind their eyes with that power. Also says, well, whatever. Don't worry about it. You know? Should have said younger brother of mine. You know, says, I'm gonna kill you. You can try. This is where, well, they're kind of fighting, but yeah, this is where Julia says, okay, both of you can calm down. Well, yes, these two are the newest rookies of their respectful, well, what's it called, like Magic Night Squads. So please, enjoy the festival still. And blah blah blah, he sounded like Run Drunk Cannon. That's where so many people celebrate because of the amazing power that Asta displays and even Yuno. But mostly Asta just cut through that shit and the freaking slice still win and continue. Asta say, but yeah, that's where, well, the king did appear and the king says blah 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 like a Run Drunk Cannon. Asta, who was actually falling asleep, and go, he fell down and just fell asleep. That's where the king says, huh? What the? That's where Yuno says, Asta. Asta says, what? Did I miss something? Oh no, it's just this guy talking. Not gonna lie, he has pretty much used, like Asta said in Run Drunk Cannon, but more disrespectful. And this is where, well, the king says, I should execute you. This is where Asta sends a little bit of his conqueror's spirit that even Juliet felt it. This is where it knocked out the king. And this is where, well, the king was knocked out. This is where Asta says, did he pass out? This is where Julius won his eyes. Conqueror spirit. He knows about it because of the all blue and how some of the pirates have it. The reason why he won his eyes is because Asta has to be from a Pacific person to have Conqueror's Haki. Not many people can actually have Conqueror's Haki because you must be from a kind of Pacific king, because it's called the Supreme King's will or something. It's something like that. Conqueror spirit and all that. This is where, well, Asta has it, and this is where, well, Julius is more interested in it now. This is where, well, Asta, who says, he passed out. It seems we're out of here. Well, I'm out, because fuck this shit. I'm going back to drinking. That's where Yuno says, Asta, wait, did you just say drinking? Asta says, no. That's where Asta pulls out a bottle out of nowhere, starts drinking a little bit. That's where Yuno says, Asta! Asta says, what? I can't help it. This drink is so delicious, okay? You want some? Yuno says, no! Asta says, come on. Just relax a little bit. That's where Asta says, you want some, what's it called, wind spirit? Wind spirit says, no. Are you sure? Asta kind of puts, what's it called, like creates, like he pulls out a bottle and puts a little bit of whiskey in there and all that. And this is where, well, Asta says, Asta says, here. This is where, well, Yuno tastes a little bit and says, you fucking bastards, alcohol, God. This is where, well, the spirit kind of drinks a little bit and says, delicious. It's actually pretty good. This is where Yuno says, I hate all of you. This is where, well, they are walking downstairs, and of course they meet what's called the Lions. Well, mostly Leon getting his ass beat by his older sister, and this is where Asta says, interesting. Not gonna care that much, but yeah. This is where Leon says, hey, Asta. This is where Asta says, damn. Asta's drinking right now, and this is where Yuno's saying, I wish you can just stop drinking. Asta says, I'm fine. I'm not gonna pass out. He says, this is my 47th drink. Don't worry about it. Yuno say, 47, Asta. Asta say, I'm fine, Yuno. Don't worry about it. This is where, well, Yuno say, don't worry about it. Yes, don't worry about it. I'm worried about it, idiot. This is where, well, the, what's called sister of Leon kind of like put her claws and says, where are you two going? This is where Asta says, huh? Where are we going again? This is where she says, to a hot spring. Interesting. Why? She says, oh, you will know soon, very soon. This is where Yami is laughing at everyone, saying, you guys suck. And luckily my top champion, just a 2 stars, a little bit more, and I would have been first place, because in this time, it is 102 instead of being 101, but yeah. Well, not 102, 103, but yeah. Instead of being 101. This is where all of them are kind of glaring at him, because yeah, but of course they got drinks. And this is where, well, all of them say whatever, they all start leaving. And this is where, well, yes, Leon's sister does appear and does kind of grab Yami, and even what's it called, the Blue Rose, the Blue Rose captain, and also did manage to grab Noel and others. And also right now is drinking another drink. He's basically drinking the one that the royals, not royals, you know, other what's called magic captains got, because Asta, not Asta. Asta asks what's it called, the bartender, who is Julius. Asta says, oh hey Julius, you wanna give me a drink? This is where Julius says, fine. This is where half of the people are kind of confused. This is where the bartender, sorry sir, I do not know why you call me Julius. I am Orocho. This is what Asta says. Asta had to control his laughter, because yes, Asta has figured out who, every time Julius kind of disguises himself. Julius is very angry and annoyed. This is where he gives Asta a drink, but mostly a whole bottle instead. Asta says, thanks man. Hey Yami, you want to drink some? This is where Yami says, yeah, give me some. This is where Asta also did got a bottle by using its lightning to kind of grab some bottles. And this is where Asta says, cheers. This is where, well, both Yami and Asta start drinking. This is where the sister says, alcoholics. That's where Asta says, that's fine, don't worry about it. That's where, well, Yami says, yeah, listen to the kid. You want some drink? Well, I forgot what he called her, but yeah. This is where, well, she gets angry and says, no, now let's just go. This is where they're going to the hot springs, but yeah. That's where Noel was about to slap Asta, but Asta did transform his face into lightning and says, "Sorry about that, beautiful, but I can't let you slap me that much." This is where Noel's like, yeah. This is where Soyana says, "Wow, his charms are pretty good. His charms can also rival what's it called? Well, it's called Captain." This is where she didn't say Captain, mostly she said, what's it called? Her name, but I forgot her name, but yeah. This is where, well, Asta is saying, well, so we're going to hot springs? Interesting. So, of course, they get to the hot springs and also the other, like, red crimson magic knight squad. And this is where Asta says, interesting. This is where the volcano, this is where the, like, Leon says, I keep forgetting her name. But, of course, she says, you must go up to that top. And you must be willing to, well, go. Asta, who just jumps down and starts walking over there, and it's not even affected by it. Also saying, also like really whistling, like he's whistling a happy tune. And also, well, Yami is also whistling. Of course, is where, well, they're drinking at the same time, and this is where, well, Yami did, well, not Yami didn't jump down there. Also just having a happy tune, and this is where, well, everyone is saying, is he not affected by it? Asta is right now kind of putting an armament hocking around his body, but it seems to be invisible for everyone. But pretty much Asta is just immune to it now. He's like, this is gonna be good training for armament hocking. Yeah, time to harden my body. Asta is just walking, saying, he's not even transformed into any of the abilities. He could have easily used the Ito no Mi to swing himself up there by catching onto one of the clouds or one of the lavas. Or he could have used what to call his lightning to just zap himself all the way up there, or use his phoenix. Now Asta just climbing normally. Like Asta saying, hey, this is fine. That's why Asta is waving at them saying, hey guys, when are you gonna come? Hey, the view's pretty good out here. This is where Yami is laughing, saying, hey, that's my boy. This is where Yuno's getting angry, saying, argh. So he's like, calm down. He did manage to get the skin what's it called? Magic skin and all that, and of course everyone's doing it, but yeah, this is where, well, so her name is Mariana, and of course this is where she says, what are you all maggots doing? Go! This is where Yami says, god damn it. This is where the Blue Rose Captain also leaves, and yeah, everyone is running towards it, even Yuno's going. This is where Asta's saying, oh, Yuno's going to the finish line. I can't let that happen no more. This is where Asta transforms. Well, mostly his arms into a phoenix is right now flying next to Yuno, saying, hey, Yuno. Isn't this a lovely stroll around here? Yuno saying, I don't know how you were able to resist the heat. Oh, I have my ways, Yuno. I have my ways. Don't worry about it. Hey, can I hitch a ride anyway? This is where Yuno says, no. This is where Yuno's trying to go faster, but Asta's still keeping up with his speed. Asta says, hey, Yuno, want to make a bet? Yuno says, no. I know you're able to go faster. This is where Asta says, damn. Fine. Well, time to go faster. Asta right now transformed into a full phoenix and right now flies faster. And of course he's Yami and even what's it called, the Blue Rose Captain, and Asta transformed out of it. And right now still kind of flying with his blue flames wings and saying, hey Yami. Yami says, kid, I can't believe you can still fly with that. Even with this heat, this extreme heat. Well, you know, even though I don't have magic, I have something else called, well, just some type of thing that I managed to create without magic. Don't worry about it. I am having the same struggle of training, but I'm a little relaxed from the alcohol. Don't worry. I guess alcohol is the key for this type. Asta is drilling again, saying that alcohol that tastes good. This is where Ami says, wait, did you drink all the bottle? Asta says, no. This is where Asta transformed into a phoenix and fully just went further up the hill, and this is where Asta kind of lands next to Mariana, and Mariana says, I see, so you're here. She tried to punch at Asta. Asta dodges and says, whoa, you tried to hit me? Sorry, but you missed. This is where she's trying to hit Asta. Asta's dodging right now, kind of dodging and all that. Asta, who kind of almost touches the lava, kind of did, but right now transforms his legs into lightning and kind of just touches it a little bit, then jumps out of it and tries to fight against Mariana. This is where they're fighting. This is where Asta's saying, this is fun. That's why Asta is right now just fighting against her. And Asta is using armament haki now, invisible armament haki that she can see. And this is where she just get punched in her arm, and it does feel like it kind of broke a little bit. Asta's right now fighting. That's where Asta's smiling. Right now drunk a little bit, but yeah. Because alcohol is the key for haki. Yes, Kaido did express this. So yeah. And so where Asta adds armament haki to a punch, a very powerful punch, because he says, second gear plus third gear, black red lightning strike. Boom! He punches Mariona, and that's where Mariona gets pushed back and says, strong as ever, kid. Huh. Well, we should stop fighting because they're managing. Well, someone get here. God, how's a kid with no magic manage to get here? I don't know. That's where, well, Mariona says, I hate that goopy smile. Well, you're gonna hate it more because I'm going to be so cocky, I guess so. So where's this hot water spring? This is where it happens. Of course, this is where, well, Sabina does make the wall. This is where, well, the earth ones where Asta says, well, time to jump in. Asta goes in. This is where, well, Yami gets in and the others does. And this is where, well, Yuno says, that's where Noelle's like blushing, thinking more dirty thoughts about Asta. But yeah, this is where Asta doesn't really think about anything. He just having his mind really clear. But of course, really drunken, and of course, he's just like he has his mind all clear of all thoughts of like when he wants to fight Mihawk, when he wants to think of all this. But yeah, also saying, this is where someone is kind of watching. Well, not really watching. Someone just got up to the hill of the mountain and says, he's like drinking some alcohol and all that. And that's where he says, that's pretty good. I always just see this volcano being kind of active. And that's where the girl side and even the guy side sees who this person is. It's an old man with glasses, but still looks ripped as hell. Has an orange shirt, kind of like a white kind of coat or whatever, and kind of green shorts and some sandals. This is where he has glasses, also on a scar, white long hair and all that. He has a flask and drinking some, what's it called, alcohol. He's saying, that hits really good. This is where he says, oh, there's people here. Hey there. Oh, lovely girls there. This is where he's saying, well, hey there. This is where he kind of looks at all of them. But this is where, well, he kind of uses observation a little bit, but has a keen eye on someone. Someone with gray hair is right now relaxed. And this guy kind of, well, also looks at the white hair dude and says, so interesting. This is where he had his Hawking, observation Hawking, wide and open, well, his eyes wide and open really fast, and says, must be really drunk and too much. This sounds very, very good. This is where, well, this person says, hello there. The name's Riley. Oh, not Riley. Rayleigh. This is where, well, yes, this is Rayleigh. And since I did mention that One Piece and Black Clover is kind of connected to here, yes, One Piece is connected here. And this is where Rayleigh says, hello there. You must be from, well, I guess the Four Kingdoms here. But hey, this is where, let's go. This is where, says, Asta. There's people. There's someone here. This is where Yami says, and it's an old man. It's fine. Yeah, Rayleigh says, yeah, I'm an old man. Now, if you don't mind, can I kind of jump in also? Yami says, sure. This is where Rayleigh kind of says, it's been a long day. I've been traveling around this Four Kingdoms. Man, the Four Kingdoms are kind of harsh. This Clover place is kind of quiet. Also, the Heart one is quiet. Spade one is kind of angry half the damn time. Then again, I did get kind of warned by my somewhat niece about this, but yeah. Not niece, nephew. Then again, he looks at Asta, and Asta does have one of his eyes open. He's not fully drunk, he is kind of looking at Rayleigh. Rayleigh says, you remind me of one of my, well, an old friend of mine. So, is your name Asta? This is where Asta widened his eyes, like he opened them fully. And this is where Yami got ready, like he was about to use his darkness. This is where Yuno was confused. This is where everyone was confused. This is where, well, Yami can already guess that this is a pirate. This is where Asta, who kind of like transformed into a phoenix so fast and kind of just got out of it, says, how do you know my name? This is where Rayleigh said, don't worry about it, kid. We should relax. This is where, well, Asta says, okay, maybe you should right. Asta goes back because he's fully drunk now. 48 bottles was kind of the max drink that he has. This is where, well, Yami is still kind of suspicious. That's where Rayleigh says, calm down, I'm not a pirate. I just know. That's where, Rayleigh says, Rayleigh says, besides, I only know your name because of an old friend of mine. Well, an old friend knows you pretty damn well. Probably because he's your, father. He said it in his mind mostly. That's where, Asta is right now falling asleep in the hot spring because he's way too damn calm to even think about anything too drunk, but yeah. That's where Yami is kind of confused, but then again, he just doesn't care neither. Because he's also somewhat drunk, but yeah. That's where Rayleigh is relaxing, but yeah. But this is where I'm gonna end it off for part 4 of What If Asta ate 3 devil fruits and had haki. But other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato soup, potato, and it's been 2 hours and goddamn I haven't ate anything. Fuck. But yeah, bye bye, potato, and yeah.